In accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, if you require a disability-related modification or accommodation to attend or participate in this meeting, including auxiliary aids or services, please call the City Clerk's office at 310-952-1720 at least 72 hours prior to the meeting. Public information. The public may address the members of the City Council on any matters within the jurisdiction of the City Council or on any items on the agenda of the City Council during the designated public comment periods. There will be two oral communication sessions, one for agendized items, comments about items on the agenda, and the other for non-agendized items, comments about items not on the agenda. The oral communication portion of the agenda is limited to a duration of 1 hour unless otherwise approved by the City Council. Comment time is normally 3 minutes depending on the number of speakers. Public viewing available by live stream on the city's website. The meeting will be streamed live over the internet, www.carsonca.gov, or on YouTube, www.youtube.com/C/City of Carson, California YouTube page. Cable Spectrum Channel 35 and AT&T Channel 99. Carson TV app. You may also download the Carson TV app to stream the meetings. App availability. The Carson TV app is available in the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, Roku, and Amazon platforms. If you're unable to attend the meeting in person, public comments can be submitted before the meeting. Email. Public comments can be emailed to cityclerk@carsonca.gov. The cutoff time to submit any email communications is 3 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Written communications can be dropped off at the city clerk's office at City Hall. The cutoff time to submit any written communications is 3 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Written communications dropped off at the city clerk's office or any email received will not be read aloud at council meetings, but will be circulated to city council and incorporated into the minutes. Roll call. The meeting of the Carson City Council. Successor agents and housing authority is called to order. Roll call, Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councilmember Rojas.
Present.
Councilmember Deere. Councilmember Hilton. Mayor Pro Tem Hicks.
Present.
Mayor Davis Holmes.
Present.
Thank you.
We'll have a flag salute by MPT.
Everyone, please stand. Write it over your heart. Ready, begin.
We'll have an invocation by Art Dyson from Ephesians Christian Center.
To God, first of all, to our mayor and the council people. Is that the right term? People, council members. What an honor it is. I've lived here for well over 50 years, and it's the first time in this chambers. And
What?
it's impressive. I'm overwhelmed. But I wanted to pray. But before I do that, I want to read a scripture. It's Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guide your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you and we acknowledge you, Lord, as supreme, as God, as God of this universe, as God of creation, Lord. We thank you, Lord, for giving us life, for giving us health, and for giving us strength. Now, Lord, we invite you into this meeting to be a part of it, to lead us, Lord, to guide us into all truth, because your word is truth. Lord God, lead those who are here that are in charge as they who watch over this great city and make decisions for our dwelling and our future. So, Lord, give them wisdom so that they can make good decisions and good deals with our vendors. Cause us, Lord God, to be submissive to them as they are submissive to you. As and so will we be in alignment according to Romans chapter 13. So God, give us today peace, peace in our hearts, love in our hearts, Lord, and your peace that passes all understanding. And we give you praise and honor in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Pastor, thank you. This is your first time, but I can assure you it will not be your last.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you for this evening.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you all.
Closed session items 2 through 4. Madam City Clerk, are there any comments on closed session items?
No, Madam Mayor.
Madam City Attorney, report out on closed session items, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The council will meet in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D2 or D3 and E1 because there's a significant exposure to litigation in two cases. A closed session will be held pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D4 because the city is considering to whether initiate litigation in one potential case. And the council will meet pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D1 to confer with legal counsel in the matter of Hackes versus City of Carson, case number 25 CMC V00872.
Thank you. Madam City Attorney, an hour
At most.
at most?
Yes.
Okay, we should be back no later than 6:15. We're going to recess into closed session. Oh, before I go into closed session, I want to say how beautiful handsome you guys and beautiful you ladies look tonight. We have to get our photos, okay? So keep that smile on your face, and we want to do it before we get into the meat of this agenda where the frowns may turn upside down. So thank you. You look good. It's festive. Thank you very much. We'll recess. Be back in an hour. Rules of decorum. No person attending a public meeting shall engage in any disorderly conduct or boisterous conduct, including but not limited to applause, whistling, stamping of feet, booing, or making any loud, threatening, profane, abusive, personal impediment, or slanderous utterance that disturbs, disrupts, or otherwise impedes the orderly conduct of the meeting. All remarks by members of the public shall be addressed to the mayor or the chair and not to any other member of the public or any single council, board, or commission member unless in response to a question from that member. Signs, placards, banners, or other similar items shall not be permitted in the audience during a public meeting. If the presence of such items disturbs, disrupts, or otherwise impedes the orderly conduct of the meeting, all persons attending a public meeting shall remain seated in the seats provided unless addressing the body at the podium or entering or leaving the meeting. All persons attending a public meeting shall obey any lawful order of the presiding officer to enforce the rules of decorum. Treat everyone courteously, listen to others respectfully, exercise self-control, give open-minded consideration to all viewpoints, focus on the issues and avoid personalizing debate, embrace respectful disagreement and dissent as democratic rights that are inherent components of an inclusive public process and tools for affording sound decisions. City Attorney, report out on closed session items.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The council met Pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D2 or D3 and E1, because there's a significant exposure to litigation in two cases. In one matter, there was no reportable action. In the other matter, a settlement agreement was reached with Carson Goose Companies, and a copy of the settlement agreement will be ready once it's finalized. It will be available in the city clerk's office. The council met in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D4 because the city is considering whether to initiate litigation in one potential case. And the council authorized the city of Carson to join an amicus brief that the League of California Cities has asked the city to join in support of City of Redondo Beach in a matter where they're fighting on the housing issues and local agency powers. And the council met in in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54.96 D1 to confer with legal counsel in the matter of Jacques versus City of Carson, case number 25 CMC V00872. No reportable action was taken. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Captain, are you here? President Captain Norman?
You hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'm hoping that everyone had a very satisfying Thanksgiving holiday with their family and loved ones. I'd like to share some of the activities and operations that we've been doing here at Carson Sheriff's on the 19th. Thank you, Councilwoman Bocatia Rojas, for inviting me to attend the town hall meeting at Delamo Park. On the 19th, we also conducted a coordinated homeless outreach operation in support of the Caltrans cleanup of the 110 freeway embankments. This operation was a multi-agency operation consisting of LASD host, Carson SAO teams, the Caltrans, CHP, and Carson Homeless Outreach. So we appreciate all of that help. We reached to actually provide as many services as possible. That's why we partner with um, Carson Public Works. I'm sorry, Carson Homeless Outreach. We offered services to about 10 individuals that were contacted. 9 of those individuals, all of them were offered service on the first and actually refused the services. 9 of the individuals are actually booked in after they refused those or declined the services. Um, there was a second operation that was also on November 5th, conducted with the Carson Homeless Engagement Officers. On the 23rd, our SAO teams conducted our 8th street racing takeover operation for the year. The results were we had 3 arrested, about 5 vehicles were towed. We had 2 reckless driving arrests. We also had 3 vehicles impounded for 30 days. We did a rollback of one of those vehicles to Culver City, and also arrested the male that was actually driving that vehicle. We had 5 modified emissions and inspections were conducted, and 2 of those were cited for violations and referred to the state referee. On December 14th, Carson Sheriff's will have our annual toy giveaway. We're accepting new, unused, and unwrapped toys at Carson Station now through December 10th. All folks that would like to apply and pre-register, we'd actually encourage you to go ahead and contact our community relations, or we have some information posted on social media. The eligible residents must be residents of the city of Carson or Carson's unincorporated area. And again, they're welcome to contact our community relations or the station, Carson Sheriff Station. The children must be between the ages of 0 and 12 years old and present at the actual event. There's no walk-ups that'll be serviced on the toy giveaway. 'Tis the season. It's a beautiful decorations here. The tips from the Carson Sheriff Station regarding the season and the holiday season in order to stay safe. We have actually started a safety reminders on our social media pages to remind our residents about staying safe. and being alert while they're shopping and keeping their belongings out of plain view, parking in well-lit areas. Make sure you're locking your cars and hiding your valuables out of sight. We will start to conduct just basic surveillance of the mall, as well as checking to see if vehicles are actually locked. We also encourage residents to protect their home. If they're traveling, they can use timers, or they are always welcome to contact Carson Sheriff Stations for and request a vacation check. Drive safely and responsibly, slow down, stay focused, never drive under the influence, and keep in mind that traffic is usually heavier during this time of year. Uh, we encourage you to have packages and porch safety as far as your deliveries are concerned. So consider using the option of variable options as far as drop off of packages, and you are always welcome to use Carson Sheriff Station and the for a safe exchange as far as packages or using OfferUp or some of the Facebook and social media exchanges and purchases that you may have. And that's very important because we did see some criminal activity that occurred with OfferUp and Facebook. We also encourage you to look out for one another, checking on your neighbors, especially the seniors, and make sure that you're reporting safety activity um, definitely to Carson Sheriff's right away. Our Part 1 crimes here in Carson is trending down and continuing to trend down. We are at a negative 9% in the city of Carson. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. Are there any questions from my colleagues?
Madam Mayor.
Councilman Deere.
Thank you. Very comprehensive report.
Thank
You
you,
had,
sir.
you had quite a bit there in your package for us. So we very much appreciate the great work you do as the captain here in Carson. And I know you cover not just the city, but the unincorporated areas. And want to thank you for making sure that the toy giveaway is successful again this year. I think it's really important because your deputies and other staff at your station, you can really identify the families that are most in need.
Right.
And those are the families that we should concentrate on, the children that maybe get no toys whatsoever if they can't show up at one of the toy giveaways. But your staff reaches out to them, and I thank you for that.
Very welcome, sir.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you. Councilwoman.
I just want to thank your station, the Carson Sheriff Station, for doing another street takeover enforcement detail. Great job. I know there were some arrests that were made and some confiscations and 30-day holds. So
Yes.
thank you so much for doing that and keeping up and keeping our city safe.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Captain. And we'll be
Okay.
seeing you before Christmas, but I want to wish you a Merry Christmas just in case.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you. Next, we have Captain Kane from the Los Angeles County Fire. How are you, Captain? Chief, I'm sorry. Assistant Chief.
Yes, good evening, Madam Mayor, members of the council. Assistant Chief Brian Kane, Los Angeles County Fire Department, with your public safety report for the month of November. The month of November proved to be very busy for us. We had 903 calls for service in the city of Carson. There were 24 fires reported. 17 of those fires were outside vegetation or trash fires, and 15 of those 17 fires were PEH in nature. 3 vehicle fires, and we did have 4 structure fires, one on Cyrene Drive, which was a 2-story residential dwelling, one on West 223rd, which was an apartment fire, one on Helmick Avenue, which is a residential garage fire, and one on Gladwick Avenue, which was also a residential garage fire. We had 631 EMS responses, and 468 of those responses required ALS interventions by our paramedics. And we unfortunately had 1 body recovery in the Dominguez Channel, and that was on November 14th. And just a reminder, we are having our annual Spark 11 toy drive. All of your local fire stations will have the box in the fire station and lobby, and feel free for any one of the residents within your city to drop off a toy at any time, and we will be collecting the entire month. That is the end of my report, unless there's any questions.
Thank you. Councilman MPT Hicks.
Thank you, Assistant Chief Kane. I just had a question regarding the fire at 1229 East Helmick Street, what you said was a garage fire.
Yes.
When Red Cross came out, do we have any other information regarding that fire? Because it was a fatality fire human
Yes.
and animal, at that location.
Yes. So you're correct. The individual that was trapped inside
Yeah.
was significantly burned with smoke damage. Yes, this, one of the residents that was trapped inside or unable to get out in a timely manner. She was in critical condition, but still breathing when they were transported to the hospital, and then perished once again at the hospital. So the other one was also burned, but was released from the hospital with just minor burns after that fire.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out a way that we can. I guess when these fires are happening, I just happened to be coming back from Utah from a conference, and got this information from my daughter because it was actually my daughter's friend's father, and then there was the uncle that died.
Yeah.
In fact, two animals were actually injured. One perished in the actual fire. The other one went to the vet and is doing halfway okay. And the husband of the wife that lives there, he has 25% of his body was burned,
Yes.
and he had his lungs was filled with ash.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to just making sure that the residents understand that when this is happening to the community, how they can get this information out, because most people didn't know it had happened, and I was
Mhm.
really trying to make sure that the residents know that one of our neighbors was hurt right across the street from Curtis Middle School. So
Yeah. So is there a reporting process that you would like me to perform for you or the council when we have a significant incident like this, so I can get the information to
yes,
you
I would love to have that.
before the
Follow up.
the public safety report of the month?
Yes.
Yeah. And would you like it to go directly to you?
It should go probably to all of
All of
us
us.
when there's an issue. So
Okay.
I guess you can work through the city manager
Sure.
and working that out to get that information to get to all of us.
Okay. And then, once again, this is an example of the importance of smoke detectors. Early detection of any type of these incidents just allows that much more time for residents to try to make their way out of the structure.
My last part of this, with the Red Cross, do you guys directly contact the Red
We
Cross?
do.
Or how does the Red? Okay, so you weren't the one that contacted the Red
Yes.
Cross. Okay, all right,
Yes.
thanks.
And then there's mechanisms in place if they need assistance further or longer after the Red Cross too, that the Los Angeles County Fire Department can assist with.
And this is probably for Captain Norman, the second half of that. After the house was burned, and even though it started in the garage, it actually engulfed the entire house through the kitchen, through upstairs, and everything else. But looters came to that house the very next day. So I don't know, do we provide that capability of boarding up a home when the entire family's been victimized or traumatized and getting, because they were actually looting the home. So the people were calling me, and I don't know how the sheriffs will work in that process, but I don't know if you guys contact them to let them know for boarding up or that kind of thing.
Typically, the homeowner or one of the family members of the homeowner will contact the insurance company. Subsequently, the insurance company will then reach out to a board up company to secure the house. That's typically how it works.
So we have to figure out a turnaround time. I guess from the time that happened, from the time that the insurance company comes out and do the boarding, is just wide open at that point.
Yeah, unless the families step up.
All right, thank you.
To our city manager and our staff, we lost a resident here, so I would like to send something from the city saying, that's our resident. Our little link has been broken here. So just, I don't know what it is we can do. I know the floral arrangements, but if we can, I would like to. And then I'd like to find out when the homegoing celebrations is taking place. That was 2 blocks from my house also, so I know the people. But I just found out tonight that somebody passed. I did not know that. I didn't know that. I heard he was in the hospital. So that was going to be my question. So thank you. If we could get his name, I know we have the address. Cedric knows that, and do something on behalf of the city. That was a terrible loss. Yeah. Councilman Deere.
Captain, thank you. Actually, Chief, you're Assistant Chief, right?
Yes.
Thank you for a comprehensive report. We appreciate all the great work that your fire department does. I know I have personal experience of escaping with my life from a fire, and so the timing is so important. And you have a great record of responding to emergencies quickly, and our entire community benefits by that professionalism. So please pass that down to your staff and all the stations in the area. And also a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of your staff.
Very good. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate
Thank you. Dr. Hilton.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Assistant Chief. We would love to, I know as the council, we would love to get those communications
Mhm.
kind of when it happens.
In real
Often we're notified of what happens, and this doesn't just go for fires, but major issues in the community. We're notified on Facebook or notified by a community member of what happened. And sometimes it's at the moment they'll know, and it could be like,
Mhm.
why is 50 officers or 50 fire trucks in front of my house or something? And sometimes we don't have the information, and we used to get that information,
Yeah.
but somehow, some way, it's went into a lapse. But we would love to
Okay.
get that information. I think it's helpful.
I will come up with a process with the city manager to make sure that's disseminated and as close to real time as it can be.
Thank you so much.
All of our cell numbers would help. So yeah.
Very good.
Thank you very much, and happy holidays to
Happy
you
holidays.
also. And thanks for coming.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Is the representative update from the Los Angeles County Sanitation District? There you are. I've been looking at you. How are you?
Good evening, Mayor,
How are
council
you?
members. I am Martha Tremblay. I am the Assistant Chief Engineer, Assistant General Manager for the Los Angeles County Sanitation Districts. I think I had a little figure. The sanitation districts provide wastewater management service to 78 cities. Carson is one of those cities, and it's part of District 8. So thank you for the opportunity to share with you about proposed wastewater service rate increases. In January, property owners in Carson will receive a Proposition 218 notice with information about the proposed wastewater rate increase. So this is just our service area. So like I mentioned, Carson is part of District 8. In January, I guess we have January 23rd, sometime around that time, property owners in Carson will receive a notice informing them of this rate increase, providing information. We'll be having tours, information sessions, and there'll be a hearing. The tour will be actually in our Warren facility in Carson. Mayor, we were looking forward to hosting the Clean and Green event there. Unfortunately, we got rained out, but we'll plan again for next year. But there will be a tour at our Warren facility. It's located Sepulveda, Figueroa, Lomita Boulevard. There'll be a tour so that property owners or the community can come and learn what we do, how we do it, ask questions. The Proposition 218 notice also provides information about protests and provides information about uh, savings in terms of low water use rebates. The increase proposed for District 8 for the property owners in Carson is around $2, actually $2.17 per month over a 5-year period. These rate increases are important to help us catch up with inflation. Our operating costs have gone up about 20%, and our rates are only kept up 10%. And wastewater treatment involves chemicals, electricity, utilities, everything that have gone up in price. So the rate increase will allow us to catch up with inflation. We'll be able to do repairs on our aging sewers, repair them, rehabilitate to prevent failures, prevent sewer overflows in our communities. We will also start the design of upgraded treatment process at our Warren facility to remove nitrogen. Currently, that wastewater is cleaned and it's safe enough to go to the ocean, but we're looking to remove the nitrogen so that that water can be recycled and purified by our partner, Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. I think you've heard from them about the Pure Water Southern California project. That will be part of the Warren campus. On our end, we are just dealing with the wastewater, removing the nitrogen. They will be the ones that purify it. But ultimately, this water, rather than going out to the ocean, will be available for use in our communities. Once January comes, after these notices, after you see them, if you have questions, we would be more than happy to come back and give you a more detailed presentation. and answer any questions you may have. So that's the end of my presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions at this time.
Just a comment. I think we need to point out the fact that the 217 for Carson is less than.
Yes. So I actually have a little flyer that I'll leave behind so that you can see it. So Carson's rate is about $2.17 a month. Currently, Carson property owners pay $18 per month. So we're increasing that for $2 per month. In terms of the service the sanitation districts provide, our rates are basically some of the lowest in the state, much lower than City of Los Angeles. So we compare in terms of comparable agencies. In terms of service area, City of Los Angeles serves about 4 million people. We serve 5 million. Their rates are $728 per year. For Carson, currently our property owners are paying around $218 per year. So just comparing that between City of Los Angeles and us, so our rates are significantly lower. So this rate increase, we've looked at opportunities to minimize costs, minimize these rates. We actually produce our own electricity at the Carson facility, and we try to minimize the use of chemicals. We look at technology and ensure that we're using the best and the lowest cost. But at this point, with COVID, the previous rate increases were not sufficient. Actually, we've been using reserves the last few years.
And comparing Carson to other cities in the district, I'm one of the directors on the sanitation district. And I wanted her to come do this presentation because I didn't want our residents to receive something in the mail and not have answers. And I'm going to ask that you share this slideshow with my senior field rep so we can have it. But compared to the other districts, where is Carson falling?
There is District 1, $2.75. Carson is $2.17. There's District 29. They're a special district. Theirs is close to $5 per month. But for that system, we maintain the smaller lines along the larger lines. For the city of Carson, the city has a contract with the county for maintenance of the smaller lines. In Carson, we're just maintaining the larger lines. So in terms of the different districts, Carson is on the lower side in terms of closer to $2. Some of the other districts are closer to $3.
Okay. Thank you. MPT Hicks.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you for that report. My question is, when was the last time there was a rate increase done?
4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
And just for comparison, last time the rate increase was pretty nominal. It was around $1 per month.
Because I heard you said you guys have been going into your reserves. I'm just trying to
Yes,
figure out.
we've used up reserves. I mean, we had some reserves, so we've been trying to kind of balance out in terms of using up the reserves. We recently, well, for us, reserves it's the O&M, and then we collect our money through the property tax roll. So every 6 months, we get those funds from the county. So our reserves are made up of 6 months of O&M and then some emergency funding on the side. It's not, we use all the money that we need to use for our operation. So there was enough for District 8. There was a little bit of money there that we can use to kind of buffer that. But at this point, we really need to move forward, and we're looking at $2 per month over a 5-year period.
And that's just for this district. I'm
Yes.
thinking out loud at this point in time. As we create our housing stock and we get more homes and we have more property tax made available because of the property, will that suffice or help? Because I'm trying to figure out, because I just paid my property taxes, so I know it's gone up. So
So
just figuring out that whole entire process.
So what happens, we collect the service charge is comprised of ad valorem tax, and that each district, depending on property values, we get a different amount for that ad valorem tax. So that helps. We actually have a couple of districts that have sufficient ad valorem tax and reserve that their rate increase is 0, but that's an anomaly. Most are between $2 and $3. So when they're, in terms of new properties, that definitely is an infusion of funds. So that can help in terms of the ad valorem piece can cover a little bit more of the wastewater service charge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Well, thank you for coming out, and we'll probably have you back again. So thank you.
Definitely. And of course, if there's any questions, once you start getting them, I think this presentation has our phone number, and then I'll leave these flyers for you. There's additional information and who to contact. We are the ones that will go out, meet with the public. We'll be meeting with business groups, industries. Please, if anyone calls you and complains, you can definitely direct them to us, and we'll address that.
Maisha Raven, could we get one of those? Do you have one? Handouts.
Yes, I'll leave him. I have a bunch.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. Our next is a presentation by LA Connect. The solar, is it? Oh, it's you. I just said yes. Councilwoman and I had the opportunity to visit Town Avenue Elementary School for their solar kitchen, and we did not know what to expect from our solar kitchen. But
Thank you.
It was just amazing, and when we saw the demonstration, it gave the students the opportunity to have real hands-on an understanding of clean energy. And I am
Absolutely.
Yes, I've asked. Do you have a slide presentation?
I have a video. I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
talk a little bit and then
Okay.
I'll show the video so everybody gets
Okay.
a chance to see.
This was a partnership between Ormac and Enrich LA.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Thank you for the partnership.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good evening, council members. My name is Alex Ailshire, and I am with the nonprofit Enrich LA. Now, Enrich LA builds gardens. We maintain gardens, and we also teach out of these gardens all throughout LA County. Our garden program is a weekly garden-based, hands-on lessons. I mean, this is growing your own vegetables, pulling them out of the earth, learning about the environment, and also the best part and I think the most impact is about the way it changes how students think about food, okay? Because they're growing it, they're tasting it right there. Now, the recent expansion is our work adding solar kitchens to several of our schools. And to be honest with you, this is a game changer, and I'm glad you were out to see it. Town Elementary is one of the schools that has a solar-powered garden, and it's a cooking station, and it's ready and waiting there for us to plug in a burner so that we can power up and cook up some fresh vegetables right there in front of the kids. They harvest, they slice them up, they cook them up, and they get to taste just freshness, right? So the new solar kitchen at Town Elementary, it wouldn't be possible without the community support of Ormat Technologies. And we're honored here to have Kyle Snyder here. He is the Vice President of Development. And thank you for your support as well, and for the city of Carson. Thank you so much. I'd love to show you a quick video. It's just a minute video of what I'm talking about because you have to see it to believe it. So if we can see the solar kitchen in action.
Yes.
Welcome to your new
That's me.
solar kitchen. This solar kitchen has 100% battery power right now. It has been storing the sun's energy on the solar panel. And what's so cool is that this machine right here will store 100% of the power, and then we can hook it up to a burner such as this. So, are you guys ready to cook? Yeah! You should be able to hear a sizzle.
Sizzle. Okay, so what are we doing here?
We're cutting herbs.
Cutting herbs and a squeeze of lemon.
I'm hungry. Are you guys hungry?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a bite. Go for it. What do you guys think?
All of that.
I loved it. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it.
Yes. Thank you for watching that. That is just a glimpse of what is happening every day in Enrich LA Gardens. We have currently 200 plus gardens across LA County, and our solar kitchens are one of the newest and most exciting additions. But Town Avenue Solar Kitchen is only the third of its kind. So this is right at the beginning of this wonderful program. It's really right now reshaping how students experience fresh food, right? So having committed partners like Carson and Ormat makes this possible for us to expand the work even further. With growing demand, we have a list of people that want this, schools that want this in their schools because they know it's a game changer. But with your support, really, we can reach more students and provide them with more meaningful outdoor hands-on learning experiences. The kind of experiences really that last a lifetime. These are the types of experience that your kids will be coming back and saying, I remember when I cooked outdoors. I remember when I pulled the carrot. I remember when we pulled that zucchini and we cut it up. Those are the kinds of experiences that we're talking about. And I really thank you for having me here today to share this.
Well, I was just excited. I thought I was going to see that large zucchini that was 30 days old. It's about the kids
And we
grew
cooked it up.
And cooked it up. It was just amazed.
Right.
I was really impressed with the kids because we in Carson, we always talk about the kids are our future, and they are going to make a better Carson, and they're going to be the innovators.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited to see their enthusiasm.
They are.
Kyle, come on up and say hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's
Great
good.
to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. He's one of the partners.
Yeah, this was a great event. As you said, I have never seen a zucchini like this, and the kids were ecstatic to have everybody there. And like you said, that's the future, and it's the most rewarding part of what I get to do. So this is thanks for having us, and thanks for showcasing this. I think what Enrich LA does is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make it a part of our state of the city. That's how impressed I was with it. We have a few, I think we're going to have some kids speaking because I just think it's important for them to tell their story. And Councilwoman?
Yes, again, congratulations. And really just seeing how the young kids were reacting and they were eating all the healthy foods because they grew it themselves and they prepared it and cooked it. So that is a game changer. And it teaches them from a young age how to eat healthy. I mean, we try to do that even today, and we're adults, but these kids are getting a great start. So thank you. And we're looking forward to you expanding in all the schools, especially here in the city of Carson and beyond. So thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll take a photo. Councilman Deere?
Yes, thank you for coming tonight, and it's a great presentation. Your organization, is it a nonprofit organization?
It is a nonprofit.
Okay,
yes.
very good, excellent. So it's interesting, I have experience as a classroom school teacher, and it's amazing how children growing up in an urban environment don't have exposure to many things. I know a lot of kids in my classrooms, they've never seen snow, they've never done this, done that, gone there. And then I ask them where food comes from. They think the supermarket makes it. And so you're doing a great educational service. to the young people just by having a garden and a kitchen, and then having it solar just as icing on the cake. So that's really great. I really appreciate the efforts you're doing here in the city of Carson. I'm very familiar with Town Avenue Elementary School, and appreciate you being present, and we hope you can expand this endeavor throughout our city as much as possible. Some other school locations have community gardens, where it's actually the neighborhood people in the area, not necessarily the students. Maybe there's a science class related to it, but not the students in general. So I really appreciate your efforts, and congratulations to Format Technologies for partnering with a great endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and we'll be talking soon.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Next, we have a recognition of Carson Human Resources Team for winning an award for Best Benefits from an Employer. And who none other than
Well, good evening.
good evening.
I appreciate this opportunity, but I think, well, first of all, let me do my salutations, Mayor Pro Tem, Council. I think it's a little misleading because this is something that you all did. It was just our ability to reach out and get recognized for the benefits that you allow us as employees to have, and that we're thankful for. So with that, I'd go into the presentation we're getting it up right now. All right. So how else to better kind of represent our benefits than to use, we're almost there. I'll keep going though. To use a third party to really evaluate where we stack up against the competition. In that we found employers, so they're used by over 250,000 employers throughout the country to see how we do. Folks use it as a marketing tool. Other folks use it as a place of where they are with other cities, other companies, private and public. So go to the next one. All right, so I think one of the things too of what we have, what's common in a lot of cities, companies everywhere, is the perception of what are benefits, and it's hard to put a value to short-term disability, long-term disability. It's a little complex, but there is math to it. So what this company did was put the math to that, but I wanted to kind of show a quick little snippet of some of the common misperceptions that employer represented. So let's
We have the worst benefits on earth.
I pay $900 for a Band-Aid.
I think we have free health care, or I just haven't gone to the doctor in 3 years.
I left for a $3,000 raise. Now I pay to breathe.
I asked HR if my preventative cryotherapy was covered. They told me to try using an ice pack.
No.
Our health plan is an HSA, which I think stands for Help Save something.
It's in the handbook. My therapist isn't in network. My emotional support water bottle isn't in network. I think my deductible is like $1,000, but don't ask me what that even means. Actually, we have amazing benefits.
I'm not controlling this. You just take the wheel. Or I think we might get it queued up, or I'm not sure. Video. There's a video. Okay. Well, it's showing on the computer, but not up there. No worries. So we'll use our imagination. There's obviously actors within this video.
But no one believes me unless I tattoo it on.
So, yes. So there's a perception problem, and what this award does is basically allow us to be benchmarked against our competitors. So in that, we're able to see some of the companies that utilize this source as well. This is going to be another audio. It's supposed to be visual, but
categories.
Kind of gives you more of an idea.
Exactly what your competitors are offering and paying, and how you rate against them across medical, dental, vision, life, disability leave, PTO, and 401k. We compare them to your competitors using the largest and only independent database in the country of over 30,000 companies. And if your benefits rank among the best, we help shine a spotlight on them with ready-to-use resources that your HR and recruiting teams can use to ensure your benefits are understood and celebrated, because Why offer amazing benefits and not make sure everyone knows about them? Employers use their award to track top talent, boost employee morale, support brand perception and marketing, and give HR and benefits teams a new way to show the impact of their work and answer the common question employees and job seekers have. How are your benefits? It's more than just another award. It's proof that you're investing in people in a way that truly stands out. And now you can showcase it to your employees, candidates, and clients to improve speed to hire, retention, and your brand in your industry. If your benefits are great, it's time everyone knew. Feel free to upload your benefits guides for your free rating and to see if you qualify, or schedule time to meet our team.
All right. So with that, I wanted to give you guys kind of the methodology behind. So one of the things was the cohort selection. I know that's important because comparisons have to be relevant. So out of 7,010 employers, they limit it to the region, so Pacific Coast, the industry, so government and public administration, and then the 20 organizations that were closest to our size. Um, with that, there's ratings. So just so you know, we rated at top benefits. That's the highest you can get. So take time to think about that because, again, 20 of our agencies around us, you got top benefits. As a previous executive recruiter, this makes my job easy. So that's all the council. We appreciate that, and I think we need to really value that piece. So, kind of giving you the specific numbers, you have, we used actually 809 numbers that we weren't trying to push with UME to push a narrative. So we had employer contribution was averaged at 60,820, and that's between individual and family plan. Again, puts us at the very top of the benefits. What's also included in this are ancillary benefits, so such as dental, vision, things of that sort, and then leave benefits. So altogether, we were at the top. Now, what do we do with this? So number one, I heard from a birdie that we wanted to make sure we were one of the top workplaces. And I think that with the leadership of our city management staff and who we've brought on, we're making a clear push in that direction. Now, how can HR help and facilitate this with PIO? So one of the things is communication. So we've already have under city manager Roberts, a plan in action for the PIO to partner up with us to put a press release out for the top benefits awards so that it's known throughout our communities. Number two is promote it internally, not just externally, but putting the badging so that the visual effects there. Part of this whole thing is marketing. If you have the best benefits, people should know. Collaborate with IT to get this on the website, and then also integrate this with all marketing and job postings. That way you continually have this out. Enhance visibility throughout the city. We were given 20 different awards. We have an example you'll see shortly that was framed. They're pretty good size and they're visually effective. Social media, again, work with PIO to make sure that the badging is streamlined throughout all social media platforms. Then celebrate with our workforce. I think internally we need to push this message. I think it's something that folks don't really think about when we look for jobs. We just look at salaries, but when you know our burden rate's 40%, it's really impressive. And it's something that should be at the top of our brains so that we know it's not just one piece of the pie. And I think we should all get behind the fact that we are the crown jewel. So Carson will remain the crown jewel with these numbers. So again, thank you, council, and just wanted to take time to celebrate you.
Well, thank you.
And if I may.
Is your team here?
Yes, my team is right here.
Well, let's come take a photo with the team. Come on down. We'll take a photo.
I also wanted to show too, really quick, some of the pieces that my team's been making internally so that we can kind of change perspective and also give the ability for folks to not just, folks that aren't online all the time to have paper copies of their benefits.
Thank you.
Everything is biased for us, so all city employee pictures. So that was actually Debbie that's coming up right now. So.
Awesome. I want to say personally, thank you We are making progress here, and you can tell by the hard work that's being put into this. This is our second or third award. I know we were just last week we received an award, number one. This is number one. So I'm excited about where we're going from where we came from. And you are making the name that we coined, the Jewel of the South Bay, become a reality. And we see it on everything now. The jewel, here comes that jewel. I'm two of us. I'm just excited about what you're doing. I just want to say thank you. And I think this message needs to get out to our employees too, because they're at the top of the tier when it comes to benefits and everything else. I don't think they realize that. They are the top. And when we start negotiating and saying, oh, I want more, you're already at the top. You're already number one in the South Bay. So I want to thank you so much for putting this together. I'm also excited about the fact that you have a binder. Because I said, and thank you for listening, everybody's not on that computer like me. But that book, you can refer to it. It's something I can touch and feel when I don't feel like sitting in front of a computer all day long. And I'm not going to read all that on a computer. It takes too long. But I can look at this book. So thank you. Whose idea was that? Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you to the team. But yeah, so we'll come down. Where are your awards? Where are your trophies? You don't have any? Oh, we want to see those. We'll come down and take a photo with you. And while we're down, ladies, we're going to take a photo. Cedric, have our city treasurer to come down for our quick photo. We'll get you guys in a minute, but first things first. I'm gonna get you. This is our. You guys follow the instruction. Of course, I'm gonna get you.
They're cute. There you go. Come on this side. There we go. Tell us where you want them.
We need another one over
Tell
here.
us where you want them. Yeah. You want to stay with? You guys want to stay together? No, Dave. Okay, you guys look lovely. Are you ready? This is right. Better close right. Please, sir. Sorry. Thank you, sir. Maybe two down. There we go. Oh, look at that. If we're gonna do it, right? We gotta do it right. All right, here we go. You guys look great. Okay, hold on. Okay, everybody give a big laugh. Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, then just be like, yeah, just do it like more fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is. Super cute.
Okay, come on down, guys. We're gonna take, ladies, wait a minute. Come on down, guys.
This is our executive team.
This is our executive team. Well,
You want the council also?
yeah, and then we're gonna let, yes. You guys are the heavy lifters.
Ladies, come up a little bit. Yeah, there it is.
Wait just a second, ladies. We'll get one big group shot here in a minute.
So squeezing in somewhat.
You should be right there. There you
All right,
go.
we have maybe three people come on this side, even it out a bit.
Everybody's tall.
There we go. So we're gonna move
We're
back
the
a little
only.
bit
We're the
here.
only.
Mr. Carter over here, come on. There we go.
Let me see those red ties.
I have another one. I know. Find it. Make sure we got everybody. Mr. Jefferson, can we bring you on this side over here? You're right behind Mr. Carter. There we go. That. I want this on. There we go. Sir, I can't see you a little bit. Oh, you are you guys there? It's right there, right there. Yeah, just find your window. There you go. Okay, let's go. All right, let's do this. Ready? Here we go. Mr. Jefferson, complete. There we go. And sir, in the back again, can you scoot a little more this way? There it is, right there. Beautiful. Dr. Hilton, find your window there. A little bit more, a little bit more. Behind, yep, and then Mr. Whitaker. There we go. Close my window. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And then, there we go. Yep, you got it. Beautiful.
Okay, that's it. All right.
Yay! Thank you. You guys look so handsome. Don't they look handsome?
Are we done? So cute. Love it. So cute. Too much fun. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Next is a recognition from Community Services Parks Maintenance Team. Yep. Are you here?
Yes, if we can have our park maintenance superintendent and our supervisors come forward, please.
Yeah, we got more.
Superintendent Modesto Bolanos,
Hi,
and
Modesto.
Supervisor Cesar Padilla. And absent today is Supervisor John Martinez. I'm extremely proud of these gentlemen. They came onto the community services team about 3 years ago, and we made a plan to make a transformation in regards to our parks and our facilities, how they look, how we work. They did such a great job that they've actually wrote an article through CalSense in a magazine about our staff and about all the great work that they've done over the last 2.5, 3 years. I want to read just a little bit of the article. It says, through smart irrigation upgrades, more than 25% water savings, improved staff training and culture, and strong partnership with local organizations, the Community Services Department has significantly enhanced the quality, sustainability, and appearance of our park facilities. The story does a nice job in reflecting the growth pride amongst our staff and residents, reinforces Carson's identity as the jewel of the South Bay, and really showcases the department's commitment to excellence, innovation, and stewardship for our residents. Changes that made a difference, and this is coming directly from me. These are the changes that I think made that difference in getting this article written for you and all of your staff. Number one is a change in mindset, trainings and teamwork, community partnership with local businesses and nurseries, local nurseries, and pride for our city. What I will say is, I would say probably 50% of our employees in this particular division are Carson residents. And I think that that makes a huge difference in what we do. And so I just wanted them to come up today and be recognized along with all of their staff from the Park Maintenance Division for the amazing work that they've done. They even had an opportunity. They did such a great job. They were invited to go to the Rams practice facility to see how the Rams actually cultivate their fields, how they deal with their irrigation. And I am extremely, extremely proud of these gentlemen. They have done an amazing job. Congratulations.
Woo. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're getting our parks back where they were old school days, you know, and parks, Nate Riddick says parks are for people. And I'm just excited to see we're getting there because one while they were not there. And our city manager knows the phone calls that he'd get from me, and our public works director. But I want to say thank you because this takes a lot of work. We had a lot of deferred maintenance here in the city. We're catching up. We're getting there. We're taking this, biting this elephant one bite at a time. And I want to thank you for this young man standing behind you. I watched him. He's been here in the city forever and a day. You know, you're still hanging in there. You take pride in your work. And so I want to say thank you from a grateful mayor for the job that you've done, for the recognitions that you're receiving, because you guys are where the rubber meets the road. So thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. You know you want a set photo with us in these hats. Anyone have any comments, or we'll run down and take a quick photo? Okay.
Congratulations.
Let's run down. Quick photo. Director Whitaker, you've.
And as we're going down, I just want to say that it's not just the change, but most of the money that we spend and have contractors to hire and bring them out to fix our fields and to do some of the irrigation projects, they're learning that themselves and they're doing things in-house and they're saving the city a whole lot of money. So thank you for that.
Ooh, you know, I like to hear that.
That's how we can give those good benefits.
One of them started out in public.
Agenda. Do we have a photo? Public Works. Do we stay down for you? No, it's just a, okay. Just a presentation? Okay. Update. Well, wait a minute. Let me take a picture with, come down. We'll take one with economic development before you guys do your report. Economic Development Commission. Before you do your report, and then we'll call you back up, so I don't have to come down here again.
She's trying to do it all at once. Oh, you're showing your pearly whites. Oh, boy. Joy. Come on. You can squeeze on in.
Aren't you a part of this? Don't be bashful.
Where's Nathan?
Nathan. Thank you.
It's cute.
We're going to call you up in a minute, but I just wanted to get this. Okay. Gotta work smarter. Next we have, is the librarian here? Is she here? The librarian? You want to come up and do your presentation real quick? Update before I
Yes,
continue? Is she still here?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, so last time we spoke, there were concerns raised regarding safety and security at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Library during the interior renovations that will be taking place from mid-December until approximately the fall of next year. Since then, Richard Higgins, who is the safety and security specialist for the LA County libraries that are in Carson, has been working diligently to improve the situation. Mr. Higgins is in the process of installing additional signs of trespassing and loitering prohibited by law, in addition to the sign that is already in place, one specifically on the library building's west side facing the sidewalk, which has been the main area of concern. Mr. Higgins also requested a letter of agency authorizing the Carson Sheriff's Department to arrest any individuals who are not following these laws, as well as an extra patrol request to the area. I would also like to mention that a letter of agency has been requested for the Carson Library, and these are the updates that I have for now.
Thank you. Is there something you need us to do?
If the police are coming by and they see that they're hanging around there, the library's closed, you know, it would be nice for them to, if they want to take action.
Yeah, we have a host team that addresses that. So our city manager is on top of that, and our Carson Sheriff Station also. Yeah. So just keep us abreast of what's going on, and we'll help you in any way that we can, because it's helping all of us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Our public safety manager's sitting right to my right. She'll get your information, and you guys stay in constant contact with each other, okay?
We are in the process of planning a meeting right now this week.
Okay.
So, okay. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to all of
Happy
you.
holidays to you also. I'm going to go to the Economic Development Commission. They've been patient. Update from the Economic Development Commission.
Do we have our? Oh, okay, appreciate that. Yeah. Good evening. Uh-oh, are we on? Okay. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and distinguished City Council members. My name is Ray Aldridge, and I serve as the chairperson of the Economic Development Commission. Our commission is composed of various business individuals with a variety of backgrounds who help advance and strengthen the initiatives and support the business community on behalf of, and support the business community. On behalf of our commission, I'm pleased to introduce our vice chair, Dr. Deborah Wallace, who will assist in providing a brief update on the things that we've done this year with our commission.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Aldridge, to Mayor Holmes, to our City Council members. My name is Deborah Wallace, as Ray Aldridge said. I bring greetings from California State University, Dominguez Hills.
Woo!
Go Toros, where I serve as the Vice President for Administration and Finance, and I'm also the Chief Financial Officer for the campus. But I just want to go very briefly through some of our year in review. The commission began by drafting and adopting a new mission statement that captures our vision for a thriving, innovative, and inclusive local economy. To further modernize our operations, we updated our decades-old bylaws. Thank you, Christopher. It's not advancing. There it is. Thank you so much. To further modernize our operations, we updated our decades-old bylaws, replacing them with contemporary guidelines that better reflect today's economic landscape and the evolving needs of our community. So our updated mission statement for the City of Carson is an Economic Development Commission is dedicated to advancing the long-term prosperity of Carson through innovation, inclusivity, and sustainability. We foster a resilient business environment, strengthen community partnerships, and expand economic opportunities that align with the city's strategic priorities, thereby enhancing the quality of life for all Carson residents and businesses. A major focus this year has been supporting the implementation of the Economic Development Strategic Plan, which was adopted by the City Council in 2023. Working closely with city staff, the Commission has provided input and support our initiatives related to retail revitalization, business retention and expansion, and the city's economic development branding and outreach efforts. In partnership with the city's marketing consultant, and they are called We the Collective, we are contributing to the development of enhanced business outreach strategies aimed at strengthening business to business connections informing local business of available resources, and supporting retail activity through the city. That was quick. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's not.
It's having some challenges.
We want to get back to slide 4. So here. Oh. Well,
Josh did say it was working on
Well,
his
happy
own.
holidays to everyone.
well, partnerships remain essential to our economic development in Carson. The past year, the Commission has continued collaboration and engaged. Are we coming back? And engaged with regional partners, including the Carson Chamber of Commerce, the Innovation and Incubator. Okay, I guess not. Okay. An incubator programs with Cal State Dominguez Hills. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Carson One Stop, Chase Bank, and Verizon. We have slides that show all of this. Okay, should we just,
We'll just keep
move on without?
keep
Okay.
moving on.
Okay. Okay, we'll be here. Where you're taking this one.
Okay, so we won't let technology stop our show.
Thank you.
So additionally, the chair and the vice chair joined small business owners on a bus tour to the Verizon Innovation Lab in Los Angeles, gaining firsthand exposure to emerging technologies and new opportunities for entrepreneurial advancement. The experience further energized our commitment to championing small businesses and supporting their path to innovation. Now, looking forward into 2026, the Commission is eager to build on this momentum by working with the city staff to support the continuation of the Business Watch program in partnership with the Sheriff's Department, the revamp of the Business Visitation program, and the launch of the new Economic Development website and newsletter, and the ongoing implementation of the Economic Development Strategic Plan. These efforts, along with additional initiatives currently in development, will further strengthen communication, enhance safety and visibility within commercial areas, and deepen our engagement with the business community.
And in closing, the Commission remains committed to cultivating an environment where Carson businesses can innovate, expand, and thrive. We thank the City Council for your support for this last year and years beyond. And we thank you for just being here and supporting us. Our commission meets on the first Thursday of each month at 8 a.m. in this room. So if I hear somebody say, yeah, 8 a.m. I think we meet earlier than any other commission. And we're made up of a lot of business people. So we try to get the morning started. And if you're in the area and you'd like to come and sit in on one of our meetings, please feel free to do so. But thank you again for your support.
I think thank you for the presentation. And I think it's the city council that should be thanking you because you are our commissioners, and I always say you guys. I'm liking what I'm seeing from all of our commissions. You're coming before the city council. It's something that I said I have to have a top priority because we need to know what you're doing. The strategic plan, I know there was a challenge, economic strategic plan. You bought into it, and the things that you're doing, this commission is doing. I must say I haven't heard of, and someone may say it's not, but you guys are doing the work that you should be doing as a commission, and it's keeping us abreast of what's going on, and then to come and let us know. So I'm very appreciative of that you took time from your schedule. And yes, you meet at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been for one meeting. But it's the business community. So you guys have your job, you ladies, and you have your jobs to do. So I just want to say thank you. We have a 9-member commission, and it's made up of people from business communities throughout the city. Whether they would agree or disagree, these are people that bring important information to the body, and then you let us know, talk to us about it. And the chamber's here tonight also. So I just want to say thank you from your mayor. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate what you're going to do, and thank you in advance because there's more work to be done. Thank you.
Well, we look
MPT.
forward to our new
Yes.
staff that we're working with, both Nathan Freeman and Chris Palmer, and our other committee member. You like to
Stand up.
stand?
Come on up.
Come on up. And if you'd like to say a quick word.
Is just an exciting time. The commission is prepared with our new director and Chris Palmer running the show for us. It's an exciting time. We, the creatives, going to bring some exciting new innovations to us very soon, and we will gladly come back and keep the council abreast of our progress.
And the one thing I like about this commission is not one person's agenda. Okay, this commission is bringing forth things that are good for the city and not just for one individual business or company or person. So thank you for looking at the entire economic strategic plan that's best for the city. MPT.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to say to the Economic Commission, you guys, thank you for what you do. 8 o'clock is early for some people, but that's how, when you guys roll. You guys roll at 8 o'clock. That's how you get out. But I just want to say for what you guys do, you guys went to the Verizon tour. I'm going to be working to getting another tour in place again because when I met them from Verizon and all the things that they wanted to bring to the city of Carson, I said I want to make sure we all got that and making sure it got to you guys as the Economic Commission and to the university as well because they're bifold on two things that they want to do in the city. But again, I just want to thank the commission for working and doing what's best for this community economically. As we get ready for the Olympics, there are things that we need to have in place, and you guys are in the forefront of it. I just want to say thank you for what you guys are doing.
You're welcome. And if you haven't taken that Verizon tour, definitely do so. It's totally worth it.
Councilman Deere.
Thank you. So my question pertains to how the workings of the Economic Development Commission come forward. In the past, the commission was given notice in advance of developers coming forward with projects. And Carson has this history of a hodgepodge of developments here and there. No strategy, no city district coordination. Just a developer wants to develop something and you let them develop it. So things before they go to the planning commission should come to your commission for you to vet it out and maybe interact with the planning commission and staff and council members for that matter, because you are advisory to the city council. Correct. And let me give you a case in point. There's a developer, I'm sure he's a fine developer of housing on the corner of Carson Street and Figueroa on the southeast corner. It's a great location for a shopping center. Now, if you look at other cities like Cerritos or Torrance or Long Beach, you see lots and lots of retail development all through the city, generating tremendous sales tax for those communities. Carson, unfortunately, lacks our fair share of property tax, If we had the average property tax that other cities obtained from the county, we would be sitting pretty and much financially healthier in the long run. But we don't have that. So we have to rely on sales tax. So it seems to me that your commission should emphasize trying to get more businesses that create sales tax because the people of Carson benefit from that. And of course, the businesses can be successful. So on that corner that I just mentioned, there's a developer of housing is going to put 57 units in there. That will kill that concept for our lifetime. There will be no shopping center there because he's going to put 51 housing units interspersed with some older commercial buildings. So it just seems that you should get hold of these development concepts and ideas at the very beginning. And then before it goes to the Planning Commission, already discuss whether it fits our strategic plan or not. It just seems that we're allowing developments that don't fit a strategic plan of any sort. So that's my comment, and I'd like to see your commission move forward on those coordinated efforts, like the commission did in the past.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
Thank you.
I've been on the commission long enough to remember when that used to be in that order.
That's how we did it in the
past. They
past.
would come to us before, and now things are a little different because basically we lost the redevelopment money. So therefore, the new businesses used to come in and requesting money and for them to do their projects. Now, since we don't have the money to give, they kind of bypass us now. And
so
we don't
that's my
make those
request.
decisions.
Don't let them bypass you.
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
Here's a developer.
No, but with
He
my
is a
commissioner,
he's representing
with
a developer.
Sorry, but with my commissioner's hat on, I think it was a very good initiative by the city manager's office to incorporate economic development director with community development director in the form of Mr. Freeman, and we're excited, and that's brand new position in this form, so we're excited about how that can blend those two efforts, to your point, Councilman.
Hopefully you'll do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Keep implementing that economic development strategic plan. You'll be on the right track. Next, we will have, I'm going to hold off on that one. Update on the 157-acre. Are you guys ready? Video department. Our chair of the, are they ready? Yes. That's for the 150 acres, the settlement item number 14. You think it's ready? Okay. Before we show the video, I'd like to call up the chairperson of the Carson Reclamation Authority, Diane Thomas. Oh, you're not you the director. What are you, the board member? I'm the chair. She's the board member. She's the chair. She doesn't know it yet. She's our board member. Been very active. So before we roll the film, I'd just like a few words from you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will confess, I was just on my cell phone because there's a major thing going on right now, aside from here.
Oh, okay.
It's the NBA pitch, if any of you are familiar with that, where young people have apps and they go before the NBA. It's the NBA Foundation, and they pitch these apps, hundreds of them. They're down to the final 10. And one of the young ladies who is pitching an app tonight, I know her personally. She goes to my church, and we're all excited about that. So I was watching her on thing.
Okay,
but that notwithstanding, having been a part of a member of the CRA board has been a challenge. It's a board that has been in place for, some 10 years or whatever. And also being a part of the Planning Commission, chair of the Planning Commission, and then being a part of the community. I'm often approached by residents who want to know what is happening with that dump site. They don't say 157 acres, they say that dump site because that's the way they know it. And they are constantly asking, will anything develop there while I'm still alive? That's the more senior people who have been watching this for year after year after year. And I'm not talking 10 years, I'm talking 40 years. I am so excited. I am charged. And those of you who know me, who know I'm a very positive thinking person. I don't like negativity. I don't like no. Don't tell me what you can't do. Let's talk about how we're going to get it done. And that's how I roll. And you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And this past year with the staff, JR, Assistant City Attorney Ben, our city attorney who is sitting right there, whom I just love all these guys, our treasurer, just everyone involved, and I'm going to say it, our chair, Mayor Lula Davis Holmes, our vice chair, Cedric Hicks, our member, Lillian Hobson, who is at home watching, our other member, Ray Aldridge. We have kicked butt. Know that. A litigation that has loomed over the CRA and this city for however many years it had been, has now been dealt with. It is done. And we are moving. So, in fact, I have a meeting coming up with a block club. I get invitation to block club meetings, yes, because, they figure they can fit me. I can fit into their schedule more so than perhaps you guys because you're very, very busy. We respect that. But they think I know more than I know, but I do know a lot. And I'm able to sit across from these people in their homes and look them in the eye and say, hang on, you probably will still be alive when we see that property go vertical. We're working tirelessly. We have the support, and I will say Fairing Development, who has just done a phenomenal job. We also have Danny Alishire, who is with us in the meetings. It's just a wonderful team, and we gel, and we look at each other, and we make the decisions, and those things are happening. I am so excited to see this video that will be shown tonight, and I hope that it will be on the city's website so that when I meet with these residents and I talk to them, I can say, go to the website and see what is happening. It's not just a mountain of dirt being moved from one side to the other. We got some real stuff to show tonight, right, JR? He's got to find his mic. He's got to turn it on. Right, JR?
Evidently.
Gotta love his sense of humor. I appreciate this opportunity tonight. We're going to continue to work, and most of all, and you know how I am, I'm the one that prays when we meet. And glory always to God for all that he has done, because he is doing some amazing things. And let me just say, this staff that I see before me, you guys kick butt too. I love you all. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's get it done.
Good evening, everyone. Today is October 22nd, and it is an historical day in the city of Carson. Today, I am signing the settlement agreement between Camp Carson and the city of Carson. I'm excited because this has been long overdue, and I'd like to hear from our city attorney before I sign.
This is truly a historic day. We're excited about the opportunity this presents for getting a settlement done, filing with Camp Carson. It's a great day for the city.
And JR?
It's a great day.
It's a great day. So I'm going to sign as the mayor of this great city of Carson. My name is Lula Davis Holmes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I am excited. I am more than excited. This project has been going on, off and on, for many, many years. And we're excited to be able to tell the residents of Carson
Keep watching 157 acres. You will see us go vertically soon.
Oh, you can go back to your cell phone. Yeah.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I have a question. Okay, first, JR, who wrote your script?
Well, I'm sorry I got so overexcited when we did that. But, I worked on that for a couple of days.
Okay, great. So, since you're, I think, the executive officer still for the Reclamation Authority, is that still your position?
Yeah, executive director.
Executive director. Okay, so that video we just looked at didn't tell us anything. So, what is the mystery, or what is the big development that's coming to the Cal Compact landfill site? The video said zero, said nothing. Well, what is it?
It's a surprise.
A surprise. That reminds me of Donald Trump. Okay, so what is it?
So we're working on it. We did settle with CAM. So Cam Carson, which was Mesa Rich and Simon, in a partnership. We were in litigation for 5.5 years.
Yes.
And from May of 2020 till October of this year. And so the settlement allowed Cell 2, because they were still in an agreement on Cell 2. We couldn't proceed with, getting another developer out there. Any developer that would have looked at the site, has the site encumbered by both an agreement and active litigation. So, we are working with, we're open negotiations with Carson Gooseowner, who is a developer on.
I'm sorry, we're open negotiations with who?
With Faring.
Faring Development.
Yeah.
Formerly Faring
Yeah,
Capital.
they.
Okay.
I think that's what they're called. So they have an option to, look at Cell 2. It still would be retail. It won't be an outlet mall, and very unlikely to be an outlet mall. But it'll still be retail. It'll probably be major retail. It would be major retail on Cell 2. So that's the part that we're working on right now. We're not going to talk publicly about who we're talking to, but the public can kind of fill in the blanks a little bit. When you start talking about major retail, that could take 40 acres, 41 acres of a site on a major freeway. So that started. They're in the due diligence. They're in negotiation with the retailers, and so that's very exciting. On the Cell 3, 4, and 5 project, that's been entitled since 2022, when the council approved, the master plan for the site for Cell 3, 4, and 5, and so, a lot of that is it's industrial. The industrial market is substantially different today than it was in 2019 when they originally proposed on it. In 2019, industrial was so hot in the South Bay that tenants and industrial developers would pay almost anything. Today, they won't pay almost anything. They'll pay what the market is,
right,
and the
of
market's
course.
lower. So there's been a lot of work going into how to finance that, and the financing mechanisms, and to get that off the ground. The board is pushing very hard to at least get the Carson Place part of the project, which is on Cell 5, which is what we call the park and the community amenity with the food halls and the restaurants and the dog park and the tot lot and the amphitheater and all that, to get that done by 2028, for the Olympics, so that it could be an amenity for the site.
That's
So
between 11 and 12 acres, right?
yeah, it's about 11 it's almost 12
11.1 or
acres,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
But it's right off the It's basically right off the Avalon Bridge. It's right there. You come over the bridge, and it'd be right there on the left. And so there's a lot of focus on how to be able to do that, and so working on that every day. Is there a way to split it off, contain it all in cell 5, which would cause a redesign? We're trying to avoid redesigning because it's just time. You go back. It's not just re-entitling, having planning looking at it and building, but your liner design might change, or all of that with DTSC. And DTS is a very long lead time for any sort of approval. So we're trying to get by with the minimum amount of approval. And so so that's what's happening. But the all of this had to happen over the last 5 years against the backdrop of an $80-85 million lawsuit, with kind of hanging over the CRA, and as you know, they were trying to loop the city in, and all that. So there's so with that behind us, we can sort of focus on the task at hand, which is financing the project and getting the work going. Last thing, and I know I've talked too long, but we started in June on the road on Leonardo Drive, and I was just telling city attorney that yesterday they started delivering the supplies for domestic water, which means that the sewer, both sewer and storm drain, particularly in the depression, which all had to be replaced or reinforced, is nearly done, just about done. It's got to be backfilled. They bring fill in. We've got domestic water. We'll do domestic water and recycled water at the same time. And that'll take us until probably about March. And we're scheduled to, if we have a design in hand, start dry utilities in April, which is electric, cable, gas, and all that. And so, so there's it's incredibly complicated. It's say we're building a street. We're not just paving a street. We're building a street. We're building a street from, the center of the earth up. Basically, it's sort of what it feels like. So, and so that work is happening, and it's happening. We lost 8 days because of rain in the last couple of weeks, but it's proceeding. We haven't had any really major hiccups on it, but everything, like we say, everything on the project is a project. There's all these little mini projects, so liner, buffer design, landfill gas header, all these things that were buried 14 years ago. We're uncovering. We're having to sort of fix it, replace it.
I remember that.
So anyway, that's where we are. So I think the board has a right to be enthusiastic about kind of where things are today. And yeah, the video, it was we signed some documents and they said something, but that's really kind of where things are, and it's I think they have a right to be excited.
Well,
I want to thank you for your answer, and it's okay to talk too long because that creates transparency for the public. I think it's important. I want to thank you, David Roberts, and your whole staff for working so hard. It is certainly a challenging and difficult site, 157-acre compact landfill site. No doubt about it, it's difficult. And you're doing a very good job on it. And the Reclamation Authority is doing a good job as well. It's just a matter of, we don't want glib answers. We don't want just some public relations, puff piece that pulls the wool over the eyes of the Carson residents. Because when you bring retail development to that site, what's important is that the city of Carson realizes 100% of our sales tax that we should be getting from those retail developments. Just like Long Beach, just like Cerritos, just like Torrance, and other cities. We should realize the sales tax. Right now, this lawsuit, they were suing us for, they're suing the Reclamation Authority. Then they sued the city of Carson as well. And that made it difficult because we lost the lawsuit in a settlement. It didn't go to court, but they asked for $85,000 million. We had to pay them $35 million. So they settled
Madam
that.
Mayor, I need to
Excuse
correct
me,
the record.
Thank you.
Councilman, that is absolutely inaccurate. The
Thank
city
you.
of Carson has paid $0.
Wait,
The
wait,
Carson
wait.
Reclamation Authority has funded $0. There's no money that was paid by the city of Carson, absolutely not. And any settlement agreement funds that were forwarded
Madam
was paid
Attorney,
by
you're not a
developers.
council member, okay?
She
So I
has
appreciate
permission
you
to
not
speak. Well,
interrupting.
don't be giving
I
her
will
false
defend our
was, it
settlement
was a
agreement.
public
It's very
settlement. You
important.
told me it was $35 million. Did you lie to me?
CRA.
I said the city paid $0.
No, you said Cam Carson is receiving $35 million.
Not from the city, not
I
from
didn't say
CRA
from the
fund.
city.
You did. That's why I jumped
no.
off. You said the city of
Okay.
Carson is paying $35 million. That's when I jumped up.
Okay,
Sorry,
look at-
that was important.
Look
That's
at Sonny.
okay.
Look at Sonny. It costs $35 million. They received $35 million. Now we have a developer. Fairing Development, I believe is the name, who's going to pay the $35 million for us.
Okay, we don't need
For $35 million. Is that correct? So I
About
don't think
this.
you should let the public look at. If I had not asked that question tonight of JR through the city manager, if I had not asked that question this evening, our city council meeting would have gone on to the next agenda item. Everyone believing everything is wonderful and terrific with this site. It's an,
Okay, let's stop arguing back and forth.
So look at
Okay.
this is a public meeting. The people of Carson have a right to know. They have a right to know the truth.
The
Cam
city
Carson
attorney did
won
tell the truth.
$35 million. Yes, there's a developer who's going to pay it for us. Is that a good thing? Sure. But what are we giving up? What are we going to give back? What do they want from us? And that's why I mentioned the idea of sales tax, because these other cities get sales tax from their commercial developments. We
Thank
should
you.
also get sales tax from our commercial developments as well. I think the people of Carson understand that. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam City Attorney, for clarification of that. You have the floor now.
Sorry, Madam Mayor. I apologize, Councilman, if I jumped in. I just think it is very important that there's no misinformation out there. And I wanted to clarify that the settlement agreement is very clear that the city of Carson paid $0 towards this. And the settlement was not a payment to Cam Carson. Under the conveyancing agreement, the procedure set forth for the CRA and the Cam Carson, if we were going to go our separate ways ever, or if the CRA didn't want to finish its obligations or CAM didn't want to finish its obligation, the remedy negotiated had always been co-marketing of the property and selling the property to another developer approved by the CRA and the Cam Carson. The settlement that the CRA reached is as if there was a jury verdict in favor of the CRA, because that's exactly what happened. The CRA picked a developer that the CRA wanted to work with and wanted to sell to. The developer paid 100% of that $35 million to acquire the right to develop, sell to. The CRA paid nothing. There was no win for Cam Carson. It was pursuant to the conveyancing agreement and the negotiated terms. We were parting ways, and the settlement would have been, if we had gone to trial, it would have been 100% verdict for the CRA. That's what happened. And the price, the purchase price, quite frankly, was a very reasonable purchase price because of 80% of the piles are in there. The value of those piles alone and the systems that have already gone in is way more than the $35 million that was paid for that property. So it was a fair exchange, and it was between two developers, and now Fairing has the option to develop that land.
And let me point out that it was negotiated down from 85 million. I want to remind you. That's what they wanted, was 85 million. So the Carson Reclamation Authority, not this city council, because the person that's making all these complaints sat on that board for 12 years and nothing happened. Okay? You talk about property tax sharing. Let's look at IKEA. I don't know where he was, but let's look at the facts. We're going to do what we think is best and present it to the residents. The residents are the ones that's going to be excited about this, not somebody that's, excuse me for a lack of a better term, was this mayor. He's no longer the mayor of the city. We're moving projects here in the city of Carson. Developers are coming to this city that would never come before. And I want to commend Farron for coming on board, and I want to commend the staff for doing a great job, and I want to commend the CRA board for doing what you do. You're not a paper pusher. You listen to the facts. You make decisions that are best for the residents of the city of Carson. We always knew that Leonardo Drive had to be developed by the city. We're doing that. We're making progress here. That picture was just, that tape was to say, we've been relieved. Their foot is off our neck, and we're excited about the fact that Cam Carson is no longer in the city of Carson, that now we have an opportunity to move forward with the development of the site. The Carson Market is going to be developed, and yes, it's going to happen under this council's administration -1. That's where we are. That's where we are, folks. So we're not sitting here doing nothing. We're not sitting here taking wooden nickels and hoping. We're moving. Now, if it doesn't happen, it won't be from lack of trying. So I'm going to end that conversation. The four of us are moving this city forward. That's the end.
Okay, Madam Mayor, you referenced me in your comment just now. So therefore, under parliamentary procedure and Robert Rules of Order, since you referenced me, I will
No,
also
Arlene
agree.
Rojas
Yes,
is up next.
No, I'm sorry. Look at IKEA store had 20 years of rebated sales tax, and the mayor is right about that. We don't want to do that again.
Under your,
It was in the early 1980s. The city council agreed.
we're going to take a 5-minute recess. Thank you.
IKEA.
Item number 12, we're coming back into open session. Item number 12, freeway graffiti removal update from Public Works.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, council members, Mayor Pro Tem. The 405 freeway, what we're talking about is that portion of a wall that faces the 405 south, and it actually is private property. It belongs to Evolve Apartment Complex. The issue we've been having with that is because the easement right next that separates Evolve and the Porsche Experience is owned by LADWP. And previously, we were able to put our own lock on the gate and get in. Prior to that, we were able to work with the nursery that was occupying that space. Since all that has changed, it changed the dynamics of how we're able to enter that property. So what we've been able to do periodically is get in, but when we had our own locks, LADWP would cut them off. And just recently, we haven't been able to work with the powers that be over there to get on the property as often as we used to. That has been since somewhat corrected, where if we call in advance, we're able to enter the property and get rid of the graffiti. And in addition to that, we've been working with the apartment complex to ensure that they're growing some creeping vines or whatever it is that they're growing on their side of the property that's now starting to come over the wall. That's going to help us decrease that graffiti very dramatically. It just takes a little time, but we should be able to, well, not should be able to, we will be entering the property a little more often now, working some partnerships with LADWP.
Thank you. Any comments from my colleagues?
I queued up.
Councilman Deere.
I want to compliment David Roberts and Dr. Arlington Rogers on this project because, you know, I drive on that freeway pretty frequently and I see the evolution of the graffiti and then no graffiti and then a graffiti somewhere else. And the idea of vegetation, I think, is a really good one. You know, there was a nursery there at one time under the Department of Water and Power of the City of LA's property. And I guess they moved them out for some reason, but the point is that that Evolve is really an important location to be taken care of. And so I really like the way Dr. Rogers and his staff at Public Works move forward and address the issues quickly. We need that to happen in Carson if we really want to be looked at as a jewel of the South Bay. We can't be having this this graffiti in such a obvious location. So thank you, Dr. Rogers, and your staff.
Thank you. Any other comments from my colleagues? Thank you, Dr. Rogers. High expectations.
How long you been in now?
How long has he been here?
It'll be 3 years in March.
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
When that happened?
Remember when he was saying I was here for 3 weeks?
It's been 3 years.
Jesus. Freeman, you have something to, Director Freeman, you have something to, a bar, 3 years. All communication.
He's been
1 month.
He's been 1 month.
Has it
1
been a
month.
month?
Got to keep track.
Oh, you like this meeting, huh? Item number 11. Oh, yes. Thank you. I had to check by that. Is it working? Now, can I have the amphitheater courtyard grand opening recap? Today is important for the city of Carson because we're adding another area in the community center where people can come and enjoy the event center.
Last year we broke ground here. You know, we moved a little bit of dirt. Today we stand before you at the grand opening of one of the South Bay's largest flex space, and it's right here in the heart of Carson.
Oh, good job. You
Madam Mayor, I do have a question for staff. People have
just-
been asking about renting it. How are we on renting it out? Do you have a price yet? Can we tell them how much it will cost and other details like that? It is a beautiful amphitheater.
Yes, we will be renting it starting at the beginning of next year. Currently, we are finalizing pricing for it. We will be coming back to City Council with a report where the council will actually determine exactly what those fees will be. But we are planning to fill that space up. It is a beautiful space. I want to let everyone know that that particular space was the brainchild of our Assistant City Manager, Robert Lennox. That was an entire space of grass. It was an unused space. And the best part about it is now that since it's been renovated, since it has been cultivated where it is now, it's going to be a very, very big moneymaker for the community center, and it's going to put us on top. Addition to that space, we also have a small courtyard that we can have for smaller weddings as well. And so we anticipate during the first quarter of next year, we will be renting that space to the public for public use.
A follow-up question. In the Hall ABC, I believe it's Hall A, is adjacent to that courtyard that's, and is the courtyard completed? They were going to do another awning, I remember.
Yes, we are finalizing the awning in between. It's a transition between Hall A and the actual courtyard, but there is an entrance from Hall A.
So I can envision someone renting both Hall A and the amphitheater and the courtyard.
That is correct.
Before, you could have an event that had vendors, for instance, and vendors like to be maybe indoors and then have entertainment outdoors or something to that effect. So that's really good. And by the way, it wasn't totally unused. There were scores of weddings there over the last few decades.
I am definitely aware of that. I was married in that space.
So was I.
And I just want to say, I really want to say thank you to my staff, our superintendent of community services, who's here tonight. I hope he's still here, Mr.
here.
Bobby Grove.
Hi, Bobby.
Can we have
Come
Mr.
on
Bobby
up.
Grove come up, please? Mr. Bobby Grove, come on up, Bobby. Come on up. He has done a tremendous job and meeting with contractors, working together. I'm extremely proud of him. He's been in this position for 4 years now, and he has truly made a difference in the community services. So great job, Bobby.
Bobby, weren't you 14 when you start working for the city?
Yes. Still that age.
Still that age. I'm 15, so I know. To our director and our city manager, when you bring back the fees, please incorporate the non-resident rate in there. Okay? The resident rate. Not the non-resident. The resident rate.
Will do.
Okay? Thank you, Bobby, for all that you've done. And thank you, Mr. Director, for everything. Who else wants to speak? Councilwoman?
Yes, thank you. And that amphitheater is lovely. I was happy to have the first event there. The Filipino American History Month was there. Larry Leon was there, and it was great. So I do have a question. At the time that we had it there, we did not have a built-in sound system. Will we have one there, or will the vendors have to bring in their equipment?
Our plan is to actually have a built-in sound system for this particular space. It is something that will be done in addition to the actual construction when the space was built, but we have made plans, and we do have are looking for vendors coming up soon where we will be going out to RFP to have that added to this particular space.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well,
and
well,
can
one question while he's there, and I hope it's going into the main hall if you're going out for an RFP. The main hall, A, B, and C.
Oh, for the sound system? Yes.
It's all together?
Yes.
Okay.
Madam Mayor, could I have a follow-up question?
and then also,
I thought she was finished.
Mr. Groves, are we getting people making reservations and dates already, or will that be opening up? When can they reserve?
We had some inquiries, but we're having that on hold until we know completion's date. The completion date is done, as well as our pricing structure.
Okay, because I know one already wants
Yeah.
4 for 2026. Okay, thank you.
Councilman Deere has a follow-up question.
Yeah, Mayor, you and I had this conversation on a few occasions about the sound system in Hall A, B, and C, and the amphitheater. So a lot of the professional performers that come to Carson, they bring their own equipment because they need to have reliability and really clear, high-quality sound because it affects their image as a performer. So there's really nothing wrong with us having a system where they can bring their own system in, unless we have a top quality professional sound system that they can rely on. And you can't have this, microphones going out and this popping sound happening, when someone's singing maybe a song that's their well-known song of a professional performer. So I don't know. I'm sure you're working on this, and through the city manager, you might want to consider having a hybrid effect in that you could have a system that accommodates professional sound systems as well. And then, of course, we want quality in our sound system. Thank you.
MPT.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just wanted to make mention, you were talking about the booking and making sure there's events, just so the residents know that when you saw in the video, I was wearing on white. And the reason why I was wearing on white is because the Cajun and Blues Whiteland event will be the first weekend in September. So we will have an event there in the amphitheater. So I just want to put that out there.
It's already booked. You're good.
It's already booked.
Is my wedding booked?
As soon as you're ready, we got you booked. Don't worry.
Oh, while Bobby's here, I want to take this opportunity on a different note. How you guys liking all this decoration that you see around City Hall?
Very good.
Is it not
You do
fabulous?
a great job.
We worked around the clock on that one. But thank you very much. The residents are so pleased with what this city has done for its residents during the Christmas holidays, because before we were like, pick and save, that went out of business. But anyway, thank you, Mr. City Manager. Thank you to everyone that was involved in making this happen, because it is simply beautiful. I know there are some glitches here and there, but overall, I know what it's going to look like. So thank you, Bobby.
You're welcome.
Are we good? Oral communications for matters listed on the agenda. Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The comment cards that I have are for non-agendized items.
Approval of the minutes for...
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Cast your vote.
Motion carries.
Consent items number 16 through 30.
Move the consent calendar, Madam Mayor.
It's been moved and properly second. Would anyone like to pull an item?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
MPT.
Item number 24. And number 30.
The consent calendar is approved with the exception of item. Yes.
Madam Mayor, I have a item.
Okay.
On item 22, I don't really want to pull off the consent calendar, but maybe the staff could just answer a question. I couldn't tell by the staff report exactly when would the $2 million be paid back to the city of Carson? Just to the city manager, David Roberts. Item 22.
So since the loan is really to help with the development of Leonardo, and then ultimately helps cash flow some of the O&M, that at the point that that we received the first RACER, which is a remedial action completion report on the first cell, whether it's cell 5 or cell 2, we'll be able to unlock the enterprise fund, which has, $14.5 million in it for O&M, and I think we'd be able to start scheduling the repayment of that based on the, receiving CFD from the developers and being able to use the enterprise fund for that. So it's in a couple of years, knock on wood. Hopefully it's only a couple of years, but that's about when it is.
Well, since you bring that up, isn't there also approximately $19 million being held by the DTSC in case we don't develop the site and they want to close the site? They want to make sure the Reclamation Authority money is used for that. Will that money be freed up and we'll be able to get that $19 million? I'm using that figure because I recall that was the approximate amount. We would then get that $19 million to be used?
That $19 million was the other part of the enterprise. So that was a construction account in the enterprise fund, and we ended up we had that money, not DTSC. It's part of the enterprise fund agreement.
But they required we keep it, not spend it. Right?
We used it during the CAM project, so we have the 14.5 for O&M, and that's what we've got.
All right, thank you very much.
JR through the city manager also included in this report if I'm not mistaken, is that you are to make annual reports back to us so we can keep on top of what's going on because of the loan.
That's correct.
Okay. Any other questions?
About
No, we need to make a motion because he pulled it. Oh, you didn't pull it. Okay, thank you.
But I have a um, comment I'd like to make to the city clerk. I'm going to abstain on item number 18. So if you register, it'll be a yes vote on every item except 18. Register me as an abstention, not a no, not a yes, but an abstention.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
item 13, Councilman Deere?
Item
18.
18. Thank you. The minutes will reflect that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it's been moved and properly second to approve all the items except items number 24 and 30. And abstention on item number 18 by the Councilman Deere. Cast your votes.
The motion carries, and as I mentioned before, item 18 will show as an abstention for Councilman Deere.
Thank you.
Item number 24, MPT.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just wanted the staff to give a report in regarding to this item.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Director of Human Resources Josh Boudreau will provide a brief update.
Hello once again, Mayor Pro Tem, Honorable Council. Yeah, basically we're getting ahead of the January 1 minimum wage increase from $16.50 to $16.90. So what this item presents are your two separate salary tables that would impact your unrepresented and your represented part-time. The represented part-time only differentiates because the PERB case that happened, we have to make sure there's a 2.5% to flow through within each classification. So that's basically the crux.
So within this, we are making sure that we don't have any compaction?
Correct. Within the part-time ranges, yes.
Okay, and that the highest part-time person is not as low or as high as the first full-time employee within the same, say if it's a person that's an assistant and they're part-time, is their salary close to what an actual director is making? Because that was an issue at some point too.
Well, with the directors, I believe the compaction is pretty spread throughout, so I don't think it would be that vast, but I do know we currently are engaging in a classification review of all, I believe, 273 classifications where there are some anomalies. They aren't they're the exception, not the rule, but those are being addressed separately.
Okay.
But yeah, those are definitely on our radar as well.
Thank you.
Sir.
Well, I move waive further reading and adoption of resolution number 25144, a resolution of the City Council, City of Carson, California, amending the salary ranges for ASME Local 809 unclassified part-time hourly classification to increase the hourly minimum wage to $16.90 effective January 1 of 2026, and further waive in reading and adoption of resolution number 25-145, a resolution of the City of Carson, City Council, California, amending the salary range for unclassified, part-time, unrepresented, hourly classified to increase the hourly minimum wage to $16.90 effective January 1, 2026.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, cast your vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 31.
30.
No,
30.
this is
30.
We went through item. Oh, is it 30?
30.
Yes. Okay. Item number 30.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. My question is, when do we go back out to bid on this one? Because I'm looking at, it was the original contract for Robertson's Ready Mix was $60,000. Now we're doubling it with then some on top of that for the next year. Why didn't we go back out to bid?
This agenda item is due to the work we're doing currently on university. As you know, the university project overall, going from Avalon to Wilmington has been delayed just due to other agencies being involved. So staff got creative and we started working on the missing sidewalk piece of the project, doing it on staff's time, and that cost some significant amount of money. And we're just looking to increase it. We have the money in our budget, and we're just using that to increase the purchase order just due to the work we're doing on the university right now.
Okay, my request is at some point we possibly should go back out to bid to see if we can get a better pricing, or is Robertson the only game in town for ready mix cement?
Robertson's has been supplying us for quite some time, but we can circle back to that the next time this does open up to get some better pricing. We'll definitely look into that.
Thank you for that. I move staff's recommendation.
Been moved and properly second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, please cast your vote.
Motion carries.
Item number 31, special order of the day. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I believe as the special orders of the day, do we need to?
Properly posted.
Madam Mayor, this wasn't a public hearing notice, but I do have the report for the notification process. So.
Is there anyone wishing to speak on this item? None. I'd like a report, Mr. City Manager.
Sure. Thank you, Madam Mayor. This particular item is to consider adoption of interim urgency ordinance establishing a moratorium on the establishment or expansion of car washes for a period of 45 days. I'll allow our new director of economic and community development to give you all a brief update and provide some information and background on this particular item.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, distinguished council members. Nathan Freeman, your Community and Economic Development Director. Staff's recommendation this evening is that you waive further reading and adopt an urgency ordinance implementing a 45-day moratorium on the establishment and expansion of new car washes. As articulated in my staff report, the city currently has 8 car washes, 2 that are in the process of receiving their building permits. As part of our research, we also looked at beyond the city of Carson, how many car washes do we have in our peripheral, meaning adjacent cities, and there are well over 30. So any third party could take a look at that information and say that staff needs to look at that, to study that. My perspective is always, we have available commercial land. It is a finite resource. We should be looking at developments that the community is asking for. So we are asking the council to consider a 45-day moratorium to allow staff to study the issue, to talk to cities in Southern California who are also dealing with the same concerns, and to bring those back to you in the form of permanent zoning regulations and or zoning code updates. So the 45-day moratorium will allow us to do that. So that concludes my update. I'm happy to answer any questions the council may have.
Let's see, MPT is queued up.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, my question to staff, thank you for the report, is maybe to the city attorney, is a 45-day a blanket amount, or can it go longer than 45 days?
Yes, the council can consider extending it after the 45 days.
So initially it has to be the 45 before you can extend it?
Because it's an urgency, yes.
Okay.
I have Jim Deere, and then I have you. You keep turning me off. Okay, well then go for it. You keep turning me off. Are you watching me, huh?
Yeah. No, I really didn't have any questions. I just wanted to get to the meat of the matter and waive further reading and adopt urgency ordinance 25-25-2 1U, an interim urgency ordinance of the city of Carson, California, enacted pursuant to California Government Code Section 65858, establishing a 45-day temporary moratorium on the establishment or expansion of car washes within city limits during the prudency of the city review and adoption of permanent zoning regulations for such uses.
Second.
Been moved and properly second.
Yes, under discussion, this is a question for staff. Um, I understand that Dominguez Car Wash is transforming from a employee intensive car wash, a kind of a standard car wash that we're used to for many, many decades, to a express type car wash. Is that correct?
That is correct, Councilman.
It is. Thank you. Okay. So my question is, I drive by there frequently, and there seems to be construction going on at that site. There's a construction fence around it, and it looks like some activity there. But how does this 45-day moratorium legally affect that construction project?
So this would not affect that specific construction project. This is only for new and expanding car washes. That was permitted. They're going through the permitting process. They already received their entitlements, so this would not affect them.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, that's all I have, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
I just want to, yes, Madam Mayor, thank you. On this moratorium, I think we did a similar moratorium, and I want to put this on your mind about fast food places as well. We did that moratorium. I think that has expired. Is it a chance for us while we're talking about moratoriums? We can't. Okay. All right. All right. Just we're getting inundated with fast food places.
Motion carries. Oh, Madam, it carries. Sorry. That's it.
Item number 32, local and uncontested. On the Mobile Home Park Rental Review Board, there's a vacancy. We lost one of our commissioners. Mobile Home Park Rental Review Board, we
I
lost.
think that's your appointment, Madam
Yeah,
Mayor.
it is, and I'm having a blank. I'll tell you in a minute. Mobile Home Park, I lost Lenore Gonzalez. She passed, and we are getting the information on her homegoing ceremony, and I will make sure we send staff the floral arrangement and make sure it's on our calendars. So that's a vacancy. And then I also have a request from on the Mobile Home Park Rental Review Board, and we have to, Barbara Dewinski, she's a regular park owner. She wants to alternate with Maria Horton. So both of those positions, when is the next meeting of the Mobile Home Park? They meet?
It appears that they meet the second and fourth Wednesday at 6:30.
I want to switch them around. So I'll have enough time for the January 1st, our first meeting in January. Because they want to switch. One wants to become the alternate and one wants to become the permanent. So
Okay.
Barbara Dewinski wants to be a regular member, park owner, representative, and Vice Mayor Maria Horton is an alternate. So we're just going to switch them. But they have to come in and fill out the paperwork all over, right?
They need, yes. The paperwork's not as important as the
oath.
Exactly.
Okay. So could you contact them?
Yes. So Barbara DeWhiskey is listed as a park owner.
She wants to become an alternate.
She wants to be the alternate.
Mm-hmm.
And
then
Maria Horton wants to be
the park owner representative.
Okay.
So those two positions will be vacant, and then they can come in and do their oath. And you just changed them, am I correct? Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, so that is, anyone else?
I have a human relations vacancy.
You have someone to fill it?
Yes. To the Carson Human Relations Commission, I'll appoint Sonia Fuentes, and I'll ask her to go to the city clerk's office to take the oath and fill out the application.
Can you repeat the name, Councilman Deere?
Sure. First name Sonia, Sonia. Last name Fuentes is spelled Fuentes. Replacing Tina Keeley.
Did we ever find out how she was doing? Tina Keeley.
I'm sorry?
Did we ever find out how she was doing?
She's not ready to come back to the commission yet. She's hoping that in the future she'll be able to, but her progress is improving, but as I mentioned, not quite ready for the commission assignment.
Thank you. And that's his uncontested, so we don't have to vote on that.
Correct.
Okay.
Madam Mayor, if I may, regarding Measure C and K, if we could fill the alternate positions, that would assist with them having quorum in the event they have absences.
Well, Measure C and all of these people are not showing up at the meetings. The regular Vera Dorsey Reeves, Lisa Cottrell, they were here for the Cynthia Hunter wasn't at the meeting, but Norma Moley, Dr. Hemphill was here. So who's not showing up? You don't know?
That was just a request from staff to fill them in the
request
event.
is I want to know who's not showing up.
I'll ask for a updated attendance report.
Yeah, 4 of them were at the meeting when they did their presentation.
Nora was there at the meeting?
I didn't see Nora, and Cynthia was excused. 1, 2, Dorothy. Well, anyway.
They were both not present, you think? Okay.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
There may be additional information from the Director of Finance.
Yes,
regarding
Mr.
attendance.
Director.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, Council. So, Madam Mayor, the recommendation that you guys gave last meeting about having an alternates in case the permanent ones will not be there, that they can understand the business process so that when we do have some absences, they can step in and understand what's going on and be able to act accordingly. Before the last 2 meetings, we had some discrepancy and wasn't able to get a quorum, but the last 2 meetings we have been. But this was more based on the recommendation that you guys gave last time about having them in place, having them attend the meeting so that if we do have an absence, they can step in and understand the operation and the process and be able to act accordingly.
Okay, I thought you weren't meeting because anyone that I appointed is not coming to the meetings. We can find it, but I'll take that under consideration because we have 5 members and 2 alternates. I just want to know who was not showing up from those 5 members. So it seems like they're showing up, but I will take that under consideration. Thank you.
And the last thing, Madam Mayor, I am getting updated attendance reports from different commissions. So in January, there will likely be more vacancies as we're getting those attendance reports. I'm sending out the letters, letting them know that they've been removed from commissions and posting those vacancies. So I will keep you all updated on those as they transpire.
And let us know so we'll know if it's our appointee. So
of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to compliment the city clerk and her staff. They're being very efficient in getting the MADI Act regulations abided by, and I think that's really important for the efficiency of government. So my compliments to you.
Well, thank you, Councilman Deere.
Thank you, Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Next is item, what, is that it? Item number 33, consider second reading, Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Item number 33 is to consider second reading and adoption of ordinance number 25-2520, amending the City of Carson Municipal Code by modifying Article 8 adopted by reference to the 2025 California Building, Residential, Electrical, Mechanical, Plumbing, Energy, Historical Building, Existing Building, and Green Building Standards Codes with certain amendments, additions, and deletions thereto for your recommendation of approval on the second reading.
I'd like to move staff's recommendation.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, cast your vote.
Motion carries.
Oral communications for matters not listed on the agenda. Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I have 4 comment cards, so I'll call their names. BJ Douglas.
It's an honor to be Honorable Mayor Lula Davis Holmes, City Council. My name is B.J. Douglas. I'm the president of the United Rangers of America. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated, motivated to keep children in school and learning how to read. The organization has been out for 31 years now, and now we're doing Carson, we're doing Carrolldale, Magnolia, and Carson High. We have a reading program going in the Carson High Library with Fong, who I met here, thanks to you, Mayor. Also, I'm working with Councilman Jim Deere. I've worked with him for 20 years, and Pastor K.W. Tullis is my pastor. I'm also an actor, a comedian, and the first African-American to win the Kroger Community Servant of the Year Award. Right now, the program I'm working on is called United Rangers Operation American Dream. Is designed to motivate children to come to school and to score in school and get their reading grades up. I have a letter from Screen Actors Guild I'm working on, which Councilman Jim Deere and Pastor K.W. Tullis had last Monday. So now we have our foot in the door with Screen Actors Guild, which is the largest union in the entertainment field. I'm going to need some favors. I need to get with your communication department and your technology department. I'm going to need to set up meetings with them so they can see what the goals are, and then they can see what the history I have. I say 31 years I've been doing this, and I think I'm starting to get good at it. I have a real great time at Carrolldale. I think if we grab these kids when they're young, they won't have problems reading. I've talked to Fong, and she said there's a lot of kids that are in high school that can't read. We must grab these children while they're young. We have a lot of fields. There's millions of things to do. But I'm also going to need a favor from you, Mayor, because Teamsters Local 572 does all the transportation for LA Unified. We've been LA Unified now. This is the 11th year that Operation American Dream has been in operation. And Lourdes Garcia said the only way she'll deal with me is if I can get a letter from Lula Davis Holmes. So I'm going to have to bring it to the front. I appreciate what you're doing for me, Mayor. I appreciate what you're doing, Councilman Jim Deere. And I appreciate Pastor K.W. Tullis. I'm a member of this church. We had our first year celebration, and I have that whole church supporting me. And we're going to say, God bless America in Jesus' name. We're going to have a great time. This is a beautiful city. That's why I want this city to be the base for the United Rangers of America. And with Screen Actors Guild, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. We get that organization here with your communication department. We get the technology department, and we go out here with these kids, and we make stars out of these children. Stars out of these children. And believe me, they will read, they will do their job. Once again, I want to
Madam Mayor, that's time.
Oh, thank you.
Our next speaker is Miss Minnie Trude.
Toe Minnie. Hi, Toe.
Good evening.
Hello. Thank you, Honorable Mayor and City Council and staff. I am here because I'm greatly disappointed in the design for the remodeling at Foysia Park. You know that I was a founding member of the Samoan Heritage Festival Committee, and we were so excited to see Samoan or Polynesian architectural features that were going to be included in Foysia Park. But last week, when I received a rendering of the remodeling, I was heartbroken considering the contributions that Samoans have made to our city, you know, the countless athletes in all kinds of sports who have elevated the name of Carson from high school, college to professional athletics. You know, we have people in business and art and culture everywhere who carry the city of Carson with them. You know, in academia, you know, we probably, you may not realize, but we have a Fulbright scholar of Samoan descent who came from Carson. He may be the only one. My nephew, Dr. Trevor Anesi, LAUSD product like myself, started at Dolores, went to Lomita, Dodson, Harvard Teacher Prep, did undergrad at Brown Medical School at Vanderbilt, and is now with his wife, Dr. Kate Tan. They're finishing up the residencies at Stanford, but he had a gap year between Brown and Vanderbilt where he was selected as a Fulbright scholar. And wherever he went, it said that he was from Carson, California. So the committee knew where he came, from where he came. And then over the decades since incorporation, you know that hundreds of Samoans have come through as employees, as volunteers, as commission members throughout the city and throughout the various agencies that we have here in Carson. And you know that my family has been here. My daughter Hunter was a lifeguard from freshman year at Carson High throughout her early years of college. You know that I was the first president of the part-time union. And even though I'd started teaching for LA Unified, I stayed on staff so that we can finish negotiating our first full part-time contract. So it would be the best that I could leave our employees. And you know my sisters, Anna and Isabel, led AFSCME for many years and were on the board of AFSCME's board, uh, union board for decades, helping to negotiate these contracts that now make Carson a crown jewel in benefits to our employees. And I don't want to have to wait again. If you don't mind, there's another thing that I want to bring to Carson as well, and that will make Carson stand out internationally. I am the executive vice chair of Greater Los Angeles Area Mensa. I'm second in
Madam Mayor,
command of
that's
the
time.
largest chapter of American Mensa in the country, the largest local chapter in the world. And as part of my dissertation, I'm working to help identify highly gifted people who qualify for Mensa. In Carson, with me here, there are only 3 people in Mensa.
Cho, your time is up. I wanted you to tell the city manager because there were several community meetings to discuss how Scott Park was going to be designed. So and I'd like to hear what is your dissatisfaction, but you're 3 minutes up right now.
We
So
we were looking forward to seeing some of the other architectural features that showed the tile patterns and the patterns of our culture. But when I saw the renderings, they were all gone. The only thing I saw were palm trees.
okay, I think our staff needs to look at that because there were community meetings to discuss. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. Community meetings, and the community bought into the design of
Oh
that
my
park.
goodness. I'm sorry. I was not aware.
Okay,
I
well,
would have come.
but I just want to let you know there were community meetings. You're the only person that I've heard, and I'm not taking that from you, that didn't like the design. Everyone that I've talked to has said they were excited about it. So I think you need to talk to Mike Whitaker in our public works because there were community meetings. The community meeting, the members came out and said what they wanted at that park.
Okay, then if I'm misinformed, I would like to see more exact renderings because what I did see didn't show any of the things that we had seen originally. And if there's any way that any of our local artists can be incorporated into providing,
So
um,
grab him
all right,
and talk to him.
all right. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you, Toe.
Madam Mayor and staff and council.
Thank you.
And God bless you all and your families. And I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you also.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Our next speaker is Brandy Lewin. Good evening, Brandy.
Good evening, Dr.
You know the drill.
Bradshaw. I do. Good evening, Madam Mayor Lula Davis Holmes, Mayor Pro Tem Cedric Hicks, my councilman, Councilman Dr. Jawan Hilton, Councilman Jim Deere, and Councilwoman Arlene Rojas. As this is the final council meeting of the year, I simply wanted to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do and for all that you pour into us as residents of the city of Carson throughout the year. With this being the last meeting of 2025, I believe it is truly important that we pause and acknowledge your servanthood, your leadership, and the way each of you continuously show your love for this city. It is evident that everyone on this dais holds a special place in their heart for Carson, and it shows in the work you do. Thank you for supporting us, hearing us through our concerns, and walking with us through important projects such as the university and Avalon development. We're getting us sprouts, everybody. Thank you for supporting the formation of our Disabilities Committee under the Human Relations Commission, creating a real and open line of communication for families and individuals with disabilities. And thank you for your commitment both through technology and fiscal support to keeping our city moving forward. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen at University and Central. I also want to extend my gratitude to our city manager, David Roberts, the entire city staff. All of the directors are doing such a great work. When I sat down to write, I said I better not name because I'm grateful for each of you. To our city clerk, Dr. Kalia Bradshaw, and our city treasurer, Monica Cooper. Your dedication and excellence are noticed. I am truly grateful to be a resident of the city of Carson. I wish each of you a wonderful holiday season and a prosperous new year.
How sweet. Oh, what do you really want, Brandy? Thank you. Next.
Thank you, Brandy. Appreciate that. Our last speaker, Madam Mayor, is Malik Holmes. Good evening, sir. You have 3 minutes.
Good evening. Good evening, Council. Thank you for allowing me to speak this evening. My name is Malik Holmes. I've been a Carson resident for over 30 years. My comment tonight is about some issues that I and some of my neighbors have had because of falling pine cones, which caused damages to my property. I've been through the claim for damages process twice and was unsuccessful. And I am here this evening to hopefully get help from the council to resolve my issue. I have provided proof, receipts. I've cooperated with all instructions so far for processing the claims that I have turned in. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Has our Public Works Director, Dr. Rogers, been in contact with you?
We've spoke before.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to refer you right back to him.
Thank you very much. You guys have a good night.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, Mr. Holmes. He's coming out to meet you. You know I'm about to come over and slap you. You've been acting up all night. Off this mic, will you? Okay, next we have council members' request to add items. Oral communications, council members. Jim Deere.
Thank you. I want to say under oral communications, since this is the last meeting of the year, I pray for a blessed holiday full of peace, love, and joy for all of our families in Carson. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and season's greetings and happy holidays to one and all in Carson. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. I first of all, I want to congratulate Carson High School football team for winning. Yes, I know they're busy. They weren't able to come tonight because they have a game this Saturday. Yes, so congratulations. It's been many years. They are our CIF champions, Carson High School. So uh, that's the first thing. On Monday, December 22nd, along with West Basin Director Tommy Favai and Labor Community Services and myself, we're having a community food distribution at Carson Community Center. That's Monday, December 22nd at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the east side parking lot. So if you can get a hold of this barcode, you can pre-register to get that. Okay, so Monday, December 22nd, 9 a.m. And everybody have a great holiday, had a great Thanksgiving, and now we're moving into Christmas. Oh, don't we have a tree lighting ceremony coming up? Yes. So lots of holiday festivities. Everybody looks beautiful. Love all the red. And looking forward to many more this holiday season. And that's it.
I'm not. It's not on my thing. You're in timeout too.
I want to. It's official holiday season, so I want to say "In My Mind," and some people know what that means. That's the Temptation song. You know, when you hear "In My Mind," you know it's Christmas. Or Donny Hathaway, you know it's Christmas time. I do want to echo my colleague and say congratulations to the Carson High football team. They are CIF champions. I did have the pleasure of tossing the coin this weekend, but before I congratulate them fully, I want to congratulate the girls flag football team. They are the CIF champions as well for Carson High. They won the week before. So Carson is on the roll. They are two CIF champions, girls flag football and boys football, and they're going to go to the state championship game this Saturday at Carson High at 6 o'clock. So if you're free, they're inviting the whole community out. Let's go and let's go support them. So I want to say that. And then I also want to take the time to say thank you to the city of Carson, and especially the Mighty District 1 for showing up in full number on Friday, November 21st. It was my honor to partner with one of our amazing community partners, Holiday Helping Hands. As together we bless residents with turkeys, hams, and all of the trimmings. Your presence, your smile, your spirit of unity reminded us of what community truly looks like. Carson, you showed up, you showed out in District 1, and you showed up, and you probably went to the mayor's and Cedric's after mine, or Cedric's before mine, and then everybody had a turkey. And together we show what was possible when we serve with a helping hand and heart. So thanks for allowing us to make a difference for families one at a time. And I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. And also, I'm having a holiday toy drive. And we're going to be handing out toys on December 20th from 11 to 1, partnering with Chinadu from the Chamber of Commerce and New York Life. And that's going to be on December 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you can come and get some toys and all of that good stuff. And I'm super excited that we just received a great partnership from our good friend from California Black Women's Collective PAC, Kelly Todd. She's gonna donate us some good stuff for that particular day, and I'm super excited about that. She's also a Carson resident, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much, Kelly Todd, for all that you do and raising the standard in our community and all of that great stuff. So excited about that. And I want to say Merry Christmas and We have a number of sponsors for that particular day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And remember, it's not about gifts under the tree. My statement is Jesus is the reason for the season. So if you don't have any gifts under the tree, if you wake up, you got a gift. So be encouraged. Make sure depression goes up during the holidays. Sometimes people are lonely, anxious, and all of those things because they can't get gifts or they have people who are absent around this season. But just know that you're not alone. You're not by yourself. You have a whole community supporting you. We love you. Your city loves you. And we're all here for you. And you're not by yourself. So have a good night. I'm Juwan Hilton. I approve this message.
Can I have a moment of your time?
Hey, everybody. You got a minute.
MPT.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First off, I want to thank everyone who came out to my turkey giveaway on November the 15th. Brandy's out there in the audience. When she walked up videoing, I said, put the video down and grab a turkey and hand it out. We didn't come here to video. But it was the rainiest day in November, and it stormed that day. And I was so surprised that the line went from Delamo and Tejada all the way to Wilmington. And it was funny, my volunteer said, and they keep coming. They're not stopping. We were soaking wet. But to Prevailing in Christ Ministry, to the entire congregation, thanking them for being out there, Davion Michaels Foundation, along with all of my volunteers that came out, we had a tremendous success. The mayor was going to come out, but she said it was wet.
I had to go give out the ball. I had to go represent you at the Galaxy.
Yes, she did. She went to the bowl. I want to report out, I did go to the National League of Conference in Utah from the 19th to 22nd. There was no snow. It was just 55 to 60 degrees. It was not even real cold. Real nice. During that process, while I'm there, I'm the actual chair of the National League of Cities, Local Elected Officials, National Black Caucus. At this meeting, I was actually relieved of my duties, and now I am no longer the chair of the National Black Caucus. I am now just an executive board member. I'm relaxed and can do other things. I have been replaced by Erica Leslie. She is the Rent Control Board Chair for the City of Santa Monica. And she is now the new chair of the National League of Cities Local Elected Officials National Black Caucus. I commended her on that, and I said, good luck, because it's going to be a hard process. On December the 19th, from 9 until 11, I'm giving away fresh fruits and vegetables, my food giveaway at Anderson Park. Anderson Park, again, on December the 19th, from 9 until 11. Come on out and get your fresh fruits and vegetables for the holiday season. And then the very next day, on December 20th, from 9 until 11 at Tridestone Missionary Baptist Church, 1249 Carson Street, doing my annual tour giveaway. And this year we were able to get enough funds that we're actually going to be giving away bikes and raffling them off. So if the kid is available between the ages of 2 and 10, they have to be there to get the raffle tickets, and we'll be doing raffles at least every 15 to 20 minutes thereafter up until they're all gone up to 11 o'clock. So come on out to the actual church, 1249 Carson Street, again on December the 20th from 9 until 11. And again, before we leave, I just got to say congratulations to Carson Athletics Department, because again, it's always our kids who are doing outstanding work, and a lot of times people don't give them enough kudos and let them know we're proud of you. We're proud of what you do here in the city of Carson, and making sure that these kids move on to the next level within their academia and also with their athletic abilities, but making sure they're always being recognized. And to the entire resident staff from District 3, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and season's greetings to you, and may you have a very blessed New Year. Thank you.
What about the rest of us? Merry Christmas.
I already said Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad, everybody else.
Thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas to Districts 2, 3, and 4, the entire city. Okay, but I really want to say I'm so pleased to hear my colleagues what you're doing for the community with the toy drives and the food giveaways. It's awesome to see that we have stepped to the plate for this community when they're in need, and we've done something. Thank you, Councilwoman. You're the new kid on the block. The bishop, awesome. MPT, awesome. To me, awesome. Yes, and I want to thank the Carson Citizens Cultural Arts Foundation and everyone that's supported our turkey giveaway. We gave over 700 turkeys and or $25 gift cards and 200 food baskets to the residents here in the city of Carson. I was just surprised at the number of people that came out, but we had so many volunteers. It was organized. I want to give a shout out to my son and the Alphas and what's the name of his young man? The the who? The Esquires. Awesome job. They came out.
Who? I'm sorry, Madam Mayor. Who was that again? I'm sorry.
We don't know anything. We don't know anything about the Alphas.
Thank
Only
you.
Kappas.
Tremendous job. The churches came out. We had about 70 volunteers out there trying to hand out these 700 turkeys. But everyone knows I like my volunteers. I like people around me, and it's just growing. Churches came out. I want to help. I want to help pass this out. So I'm thankful for that. But I'm really, really thankful to my colleagues. We stepped up and showed out, same as we did with the when we were in COVID. So thank you very, very much for reaching and touching all the residents that's here in the city of Carson in your district. The toy giveaway, we did something a little different. We're partnering with the city of Carson on the 5th at Veterans Park for our annual toy giveaway because the kids are going to be there running and playing in snow, and we're just going to partner with them. And we will be giving out about 500 toys. I think each child will get 2 toys. And I want to thank our sponsors for everything that they do to make these events happen, and especially the Carson Citizens Cultural Arts Foundation. They're responsible for getting these toys and the donations and to make these events happen for our residents. It's all about giving back, and everybody know I'm a big Christmas person. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, I won't even see you for New Year. It'll be after New Year, our first meeting. Our tree lighting ceremony is Thursday. At what time? 6 o'clock. I'll see you there. Bring the kids. Beautiful tree, beautiful decorations. Bring your cameras. Okay? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And we will have memorial adjournments now.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Oh, the mic is doing something weird. Okay. These are the names that I received. Jennifer Washington, Leonora Gonzalez, Florante Peter Ibanez, and Madam Mayor, I received a request to add Bob Foster, the former mayor of Long Beach.
Really? Okay. Okay. Thank you. And our bishop will.
Sure. Let's bow our heads. Father, we pray for the names mentioned, their families. We pray that you would comfort and give them peace. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Thank you. And with any other comments from staff? Are you okay? Mr. City Manager? You have nothing to say? Thank you. Thank you, Madam City Attorney. Thank you to all the staff. I call him my fearless attorney, and that's what you are. Thank you for all that you do and all the staff that's here this evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you at the tree lighting.
Madam Mayor.
Yes. Oh, you have one more announcement.
One more announcement. Who is on the Airbnb or the short-term rental agreement? Is that me and you, Hilton? At the National League of Cities, there's a company that actually, he showed me on his computer how many short-term rentals are actually in the city. He actually tracks how many of them are actually on all the websites, and was surprised to see how many of them were on the website of what is in the city of Carson, that we didn't know that they even existed in the city to some degree. But they're willing to work with us on how to put together a platform to address it, maybe with Gary, to address how that platform is utilized in our city to look at them. And then it ties into the rental agreement. If we want to have them in our city, he said, we get ahead of what's going to take place with the Olympics coming. So we know who's here and who's not here. Okay? All right, thanks.
Thank you. And again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This meeting is adjourned.